From September 17, 1972 to January 14, 1973. The world witnessed an extraordinary achievement.
The Dolphins have completed the greatest season in NFL history, fouled by a ton of people in center field.
Perfection. 119 days of undefeated football. 17 games, 17 wins.
Miami has won Super Bowl 7.
Among those wins, the Vikings.
Stop the throw. Wide open touchdown.
The Jets.
He fires, and here's the goal.
The Giants.
Firing deep downfield. Warfield, quick catch.
The Browns.
That was the old ball game.
And the Steelers. 50 years later, we still toast to our remarkable feat. But that was then. The now is our focus. A new era of Miami Dolphins football. Striving ahead towards greatness.
Wrapped up, down he goes. Oh, got it away and intercepted.
So while we honor the past, we look to the future with excitement and hope.
End zone, touchdown, and sacks for the touchdown.
Bam! What is happening, Dolphins fans? We got the victory. Not the victory we wanted, but the victory we needed. I'm still shooken up. I'm not going to lie. I mean, cameras all off kilter, everything. I mean, bro, this was a dogfight we found ourselves in late in this football game that we didn't need to be in. I'm happy we got the win. And Tua was definitely a little rusty, but I got some real problems with this coaching in this fucking football game right now, bro. I got some real problems with this coaching in this football game. When you run out in the first quarter and you put up 13 points playing the way we did, to then gear it up as if we're going to be a power fucking running team with guys like Chase Edmonds and fucking Raheem Mostert, which I like Raheem Mostert, but let's be honest, the guy is great going on the edge and burning them out. You know, what the... All right, I'm going to calm down. Hit the like button, please. Subscribe if you're new. Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. Come over to YouTube and subscribe over here. We have got a lot to get into. I'm happy we got the win. I'm not going to be a negative person, but I'm not going to lie either, bro. I was not impressed in a game we should have beat the dog shit out of. And honestly, if we didn't go for it on that fourth down and took that field goal and we're up 9 points, I think we would have played a little differently. I don't know. Anyhow, guys, make sure you're checking out all the great content. Tonk 7, TMI. And we also got Color coming on Tuesdays. And you guys can catch Ali on Saturdays, Late Night Exhale. And then you got me, El Capitan, all the other times, every day, every time. Cash App, Venmo, support the show in the Finn's Tailgate. Links in the description for our gear, guys. Make sure to check out all the gear. Get some winning gear around here with some Finn's Tailgate gear. You can buy all the good stuff. You can also get Fanatics link in the description for all the licensed gear, all that good stuff. And then also Backroom Collections, getting your one-of-a-kind gems for your man cave, for your wall, for anywhere you want to show off your good stuff. All right, I got Color in the back. I got Lewis in the back. Lewis is at the game. I'm going to bring Color up and Lewis at the same time. We'll see if Lewis can get in here.
What is up, Capitan?
Bro, I get it. We saw a rusty Tua. Not salty Tua, rusty Tua. That's what we got.
I got 3 points to make.
All right,
First of
let's
all,
hear 'em.
remember what I said about the medieval jousting tournament? God will never let a liar win. Well, that was Flores' defense won this game tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Flores' defense, Noah Igbenogany, won this game tonight.
Ain't no lie, bro. Listen, for all the hate that everyone gave, and like we were all rightfully so with Noah Igbenogany and him just, you know, taking forever to develop. Young, thought we'd see something last year. This year, we thought we weren't going to see anything, but man, oh man, last game, this game, and he's been targeted, he's been picked on, and he let one up. But what a freaking Disney story right now for the guy. I mean, a pick six is like one of the great things you can get. I don't know if I've seen a better timely interception to ice a football game like that, other than like a pick six. Like, I mean, just beautifully, his toe tap, like even the refs had to take a second look at it. Shout out to Noah Igbenogany. The arc has officially arrived, and the kid is going to get his shot now. Byron Jones kind of fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
he should
have given up the touchdown, but he was on their best receiver the whole night.
He was, and he wasn't.
Yeah.
Listen, Noah, shout out to him, bro. I mean, for all the doubting and all the hard work, he did good, man. I mean,
Second point,
very big.
we
deal.
called a timeout. Fair enough. You call a timeout. Obviously, it was because you decided you're going to go on fourth down when already on third down. So you call a timeout to get 2 plays ready. And
It's
both
the
of those
exact
plays
same
are
play.
halfback dives up the middle.
Up the middle, which if
You can't make this stuff up.
If you would have guessed, not knowing anything about football, and you're like, hey, you're going to play the Steelers, does running up the gut ever sound like the way in which you would have success
And
against
that's
a
what you call the
Steelers
timeout
team?
to design 2 plays that back to back. Like, hey guys, if we don't get it on the first one, run it again. Same nonsense.
Listen, I have my gripes with Tua tonight, but and rightfully so. Wet out there, a little bit slippery. Some got away from him. I was not happy. We're talking about 4 dropped potential passes out there, or interceptions by their defense against Tua tonight. But I got to also say something. Mike McDaniel's flow did not help Tua at all. He did him 0 favors tonight in the fucking play calling. When the pass was setting up was throwing out to set up the run, this team moved swimmingly, even with the bad passes from Tua.
Yep.
And you saw he kind of settled down. Now, the second their defense made adjustments to take away the middle of the field, it's like Mike McDaniel completely abandoned the pass and went to trying to run up the gut to reopen the middle of the field. Are you telling me we can't do other things? The only other thing I saw that us take chances on was throwing 1 or 2 yard outs to either a fucking guy that's too slow to do anything if he's got the ball on a 1 yard pass, or a running back who can't fucking catch the fucking ball. I swear to God, dude, if I gotta watch Chase Edmonds drop another fucking football, I'm gonna smash everything within front of me. Stop fucking throwing that man footballs. Stop it.
Stephen Ross needs to call Mike McDaniel and tell him if he throws to Chase Edmonds one more time, he's fired. Period.
We can't have this anymore. I can't have Chase Edmonds out there.
Can you guys one more thing? Well,
yeah, Lewis, we can hear you. Let Lewis
cook, Lewis. So one more thing. Okay, the 2 plays we ran back to back, same play for 3 yards to gain. Okay, yet on a 4th and 3 later in the game, we run a pass when we don't need to be stopping the clock with an incomplete ball.
You know, Chase Edmonds week 1 and week 2 looked like a shifty. He looked like a shifty, quick guy. Where's that guy at? Lewis, what's up, buddy? Lewis, you were at the stadium. Tell us what you got.
This is some bullshit. This is our average. We average 16 points a game. I don't want to hear no
Lewis,
more.
we didn't even get that out of the offense, if you want to be real.
No, this is fucking ridiculous. Everything that you guys say, Color nailed it with the 2 back-to-back runs. It was the same play, just reverse. All they did was, bro, it's like this guy.
They took the A gap and then switched it to the B gap. Like, oh, we're going to trick you now. Lewis, you don't even have to know much to think that, yeah, the Steelers is a hard team to run up the gut with. And if you're going to run against Cameron Hayward with Eichenberg as the guy out in front, why are you doing this? Why are you? It seems like he's just getting so tricky. Okay. Yes, Color, there's enough speed on this team to just beat motherfuckers to the outline.
Thank you, Chris. 100%. Thank you, Chris. With the amount of speed, that was the only 2 plays you could come up with in the playbook.
Come on,
to get 3 yards.
And
then
you felt
serious.
Like? And you know what this felt like sitting in the building? This it felt like. Watching Brian Flores. Remember how last year we came out when it was scripted? When the first 15, 20 plays were scripted? And
Lewis. You're taking it right out of my head, bro. You're taking it right out of my head.
It felt like today everything was scripted, perfect. Boom, boom, boom. Execution was on point. Even the ball placement sometimes was from 2. But I can get over that. But after the first 15, 20 plays, Cap, it was like everything off script when there was no more game plan. It was just the flow of the game. It was like until one or 2 drives in the fourth quarter and the entire first quarter is all game script. It seemed like everything else was we're gonna play offense to beat whatever defense we think they're in, not roll out our offense and make their defense beat us. That's what it feels like. It's when we came out and had success in the first quarter, it was we're gonna run an offense, you gotta beat us. Then the rest of the game was we're gonna run an offense to try to beat your defense. It's like he's trying to outthink. He's getting too involved with the chess matches. And why? Why are you? Use your speed. Use that short passing, quick timing game. It was on fucking point, bro. It didn't matter what defense they were in, whether they were playing single high or 2 or shell or it didn't fucking matter. We were hitting those timing routes like on the money, and we were getting yards after the catch. And Tua was looking good. Then you started. It really pissed me off, man. It really did. I got some real problems with the coach play calling right now, and this shit needs to fucking get figured out. Because we ain't winning shit 16 points a game. The clock management before the half. You have 2 timeouts, and you're just tick, tick, tick. Time's running off the clock. Motherfucker, call timeout. Get the group and get
whatever the best play is that you have. Those are the moments you're trying to score before the half. They get the ball coming out of the third quarter. You want to stop that momentum. And it was just like, bro, I'm sitting in the stadium and it's just I'm watching the clock. I'm not even looking at the fucking field. It's just tick, 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 tick. And it's like, bro, again, I'm just waiting for the motherfuckers today, Chris. I'm sorry. I know we're going to have these Tua guys. Oh, they won. Tua played, I'll put it like this right now. Tua played worse today than Teddy Bridgewater played last week. Period. Period.
Damn, Lewis. Damn,
I want a motherfucker to come up here. I want a motherfucker to come up here and tell me I'm fucking lying. Because Color was in the building with me last week. Teddy Bridgewater played better than Tua Tagovailoa today. And I said it. We can start the goddamn show if y'all motherfuckers want to.
I'm dropping the link, Lou. I'm dropping the link.
It's bullshit, Cap. I'm sorry, Cap, but this is
It was bad, bro. It was fucking bad. I'm happy we have the win. They got to clean some shit up. Honestly, listen, there was some rust on Tua later in the game for certain. But I gotta lay the bulk of this blame on coach play calling, bro. I really, really do, bro. This play calling was abysmal at times. Very ugly. Dude, it had no flow. It had no nothing. It's literally what we saw last year that we bitched the most about. It was like, hey, we had a good drive. Now we're going to try to force the rock like we're some fucking power run game with Chase fucking
Cap.
Edmonds going to have him running routes as he
Cap,
drops him again and again.
Light
Why?
up EM's comment. Cap, light up EM's comment. He's 100% right. Once Flores came out and went from zone to man, Tua played like shit.
Exactly.
Tua played like shit.
0
EM
point.
is spot on. EM is spot on.
The first team that shut us out in an entire, not a quarter, but a half.
Yeah.
An entire half. Where's his half-powered
shut out
offense
the
with
second
this?
half.
Like
Hey,
the
yo,
bum,
let me tell you.
how we was trashing the Steelers defense going into the game. Like I said, the game is played on the field within the 3-hour window, not on paper. I tried to warn you guys.
Hey, Lewis, let me tell you something, yo. Tua cannot pass the ball in man-to-man. He can only pass the ball in zone. That's
Bro, there
it.
was 4
He can't do
interceptions.
man-to-man.
Bro,
Four interceptions
there
that
was
were
there
dropped.
It was
was
almost 5.
By the way,
When they
crypto,
play man-to-man,
I am
he's
no
trash.
longer,
When he
until
plays
further
zone,
notice,
he's
I
not
am no
trash.
longer picking any kind of 38-17.
No,
bullshit.
dude, this Dolphins. I'm not
Right, until
picking
further
more than
notice.
20 points on this Dolphins offense until I see something, bro. EM, what's up, buddy?
What's up,
good,
Ian?
fellas? What's
I don't
good, gentlemen? Can y'all hear me? How's my audio?
You sound
Your audio's
good, buddy.
Ian.
Cool.
You sound good.
Man,
nerve-wracking.
I tell you.
Nerve-wracking.
Boy, we dodged a bullet.
Listen.
Thanks to Noah. Thanks to
Listen,
Noah.
First and foremost, I'm happy to get a win no matter how we get it.
Oh, yeah. We
You know,
can't
I'm
trash
happy,
Noah
but-
no more, at least for 1 week.
Oh, thank God. Thank God for this defense.
But at the same time, there's a lot to be concerned about offensively. It's that 16 points again. 16 points yet again, right? Against, again, I felt all along, Kat, we talked about this on TD's show last week.
Oh, my
I
God.
felt like this was a trap game, and it was shaping up to be that, and then
Yeah,
some.
it was. You're right. You're spot on that one. They were so looking past the Steelers.
We found ourselves in the exact kind of game that the Pittsburgh Steelers grind out and win, and we fucking lose. That's what I found ourselves in late in the third, all through the fourth. I feel fortunate enough to have the win, but dude, I got a serious problem with Mike McDaniel's play calling.
Oh,
EM.
absolutely. There's a lot
I got
to
a
be concerned
serious
about.
problem.
There is a
Would've-
lot
would've-
to
would've
be
took
concerned
advantage.
about overall,
Oh, my
and
Lord.
Tua included. And I'm telling you, I know a lot of people are killing Tua tonight, and they should for those turnover-worthy plays, but Tua has been consistent putting turnover-worthy plays on the field all year long. I've been telling
100%.
people that. They have been a lot of our fan base choose to ignore that part of it, and they think he's playing like a top 5 quarterback. He's not. He hasn't been.
Blinders on, bro.
I
He
want to
hasn't
say,
been.
that's all of 9 or 10
he-
drops, interceptions this year for Tua.
Absolutely.
Now listen. All I know is thank God they're drops.
Yeah, because if they're not drops, we're looking at.
Somebody up there really loves Tua, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, bro.
Somebody upstairs, bro.
Every
Football
ball
gods
is
really do love
dunked.
them.
Every ball is dunked in holy water, don't you know?
for any of those people that claimed that Tua would have been able to overcome Mike McDaniel when Teddy and Skyler couldn't,
right?
Y'all need to take your L.
Oh my fucking God, Color. On the fucking money, bro.
On the money.
You know who overcame today? I'll tell you who overcame today. First of all, Andrew Van Ginkel was showing up all over the defense early and often. Then Duke Riley had a couple ones. Shout out to Jalen Phillips. He was making havoc today. Fucking Clayton Fedulum. Where the fuck is this guy been? What the fuck? The defense fucking showed out.
Fedulum was locked down in the fourth.
The defense yet again.
If our defense didn't
the defense yet again showed up yet again, shut this team down. They only held them to 10 points.
100%.
And the credit goes to the defense. This was a defense-led win today.
On Mike injured
because of this win.
I just got to say
we
something
show
right now.
Noah some love for 1 week.
Yeah, Ogba didn't play the whole game. I want to tell everybody
Ogba's
something
got a
right
back
now.
injury. I think he's got a back injury.
I hope not, bro. If I was a coach,
without that interception, we lose this game.
If I was a coach of this football team, and I saw this defense that I have, even deep down into the fucking, the back end of the roster, fucking Clayton Fedulum was playing snaps and out there making plays. Okay, so I fire defense. I would think, you know what I need the most? Give me a fucking fire ass running back to just grind out football games.
You know what, Cap? You know what, Cal? We don't have that kind of power game, though. We tried 2 times to get a first down inside the goal line. And
I'm not. Listen, obviously we ain't got that running back. Crypto, what were you gonna say, Ian?
You know what, Cap? You know what? I said the exact same thing during the game. You know how I feel about making a big investment on a running back. But I was thinking the same thing. I said, bro, we need a Saquon Barkley type complete 3-down running back that can throw it off, that can do it all. And if you have to make a first round investment or a higher pick,
I don't know
on it.
No.
No
way, bro. I got too many questions on this offense to think that one running back's going to save my life right now, bro, to be honest.
Guys, that just dropped us back to our 22-point average, holding team 22.
Wow.
Holding teams to 22 on defense.
No,
we were at 24. We were at 25.4 to start the game. Now we're at 22.
This defense is too good, bro.
What's our average scoring? Fuck the defense. I know the defense.
Our average scoring is 16 points. Our average scoring is like 17 points right now.
7 games in, we almost at the halfway mark. We got to turn around.
This offense ain't shit. This offense ain't shit. With Tua, with Teddy, with Skyler, it ain't shit.
I don't know what to fucking blame it on because I'll tell you what.
We had Tua for the whole game. We thought we was going to get a 50 burger.
I see 2 top 5 wide receivers on this football team. And I see a team that can run the ball at times, especially when they run it off tackle. Runs great. What the fuck happens with the meat and potatoes on this fucking offensive play calling, bro?
You combine that. El Capitan, we have a bend don't break offense. We have a bend don't break offense.
What the fuck?
Where was all that? Where was all the people that were telling
us
during
20 points a game now?
Week,
exactly
during
20
week
points
that
a game
when we
now.
got into the red zone, Tua was going to lead us to points.
Bro, we had the fourth best offense in the red zone. Didn't show up tonight. I don't know.
We need Mark Kelsey or Furmuth.
Hold on. We just didn't get to the red zone really.
Oh yeah, we had 2 tries in the red zone, 2 different scoring drives that didn't come up with one. Both came up with field goals.
We were good
in the red zone. It's not really about the red zone. Anytime we get past the 40, bro, it's like McDaniel's brain just goes like to Uranus or something, and I don't get it, and I just don't understand it.
Are you saying he's getting too close to Uranus, bro?
Or his brain been urinated on.
Why don't we ask the most important question? Why did you pass on the field goal?
Listen, Mark. That is
That's
easy,
a mystery. That's definitely a coaching.
That is an easy point out. Why?
Jason Sanders has been too inconsistent.
It was a 42-yarder, bro. It was a 42-yarder.
That man, I mean, he's been shook all year, bro. I don't know why.
I feel you.
That was a chip shot.
That was a 42-yarder, bro. He crushed 2 44-yarders.
Look, it would have been a 9-point lead, and it would have destroyed the heart of their defense.
Yes. Rather than reinvigorating that whole team, and now we find ourselves in a dogfight. That 9 points puts us up. Maybe we play the game a little bit better. Maybe their defense tries to crush the rundown, playing us as if we're going to run the clock out. Now we can have the second-level passing, which has been open against this football team all damn year.
Look, the closer and closer we get to the red zone, the further and further we get away from the
tailgate.
You know, it's just the way it is, man.
This is the worst
ball
football
team.
team
I missed
ball
it, bro.
in a
placement
long
in
time.
this game, the ball placement by Tua, the ball placement from Tua was off all game long. Listen, there was a couple go routes that he had Tyreek on, and again, there was a 30, I think it was like a 30-yard completion. If it's a better throw that's out in front of Tyreek,
Tua's got to throw that ball earlier, bro. You got to throw that fucking ball earlier, bro.
The timing was off.
Listen, those are 7 points, though. Again,
Skyler would have threw it over his head.
We always talk about the interceptions, right? The turnover-worthy plays. But we got to start talking about the touchdown plays that are left on the field.
Whenever that happens, you're watching the game and you're getting down on the, and you're like, what is going on? Just remember,
Daddy loves you guys.
Always.
So maybe
I'm watching points getting left on the field, though, Color.
Yeah, tell him, Lewis.
I'm watching points getting left.
I'm not happy about a lot of the play calling. I'm not happy, dude. I'm sorry, but I feel like we're trying to get far too tricky at times with this offense. When I see Chase Edmonds, I know I've been saying this for the past. All week I ripped on Coach on his play calling, going back to the Jets game, both ugly. It continued tonight, and I'm sorry, but the protection was pretty decent at times. And Tua climbing in and out of the pocket looked all right as well at times. But a lot of this short passing game, early it was nice. Later on, it was just piss poor targeting. I mean, it was so.
I thought Pittsburgh settled in and started playing man. That was a whole different outcome.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say that when they shifted to more man and they started to mix things up and confuse Tua at times, I felt that's what eliminated a lot of those big plays that happened in the first quarter.
Yeah, I agree. But even on the plays that had either drops or very short gains, the one to Gesicki, the one to Chase, the couple to Chase Edmonds, like, bro, why are you scheming that guy out on underneath space like that? It's just, I don't know, man. There was a lot. It really just didn't have flow. How many times did we find ourselves with a decent pass, a no run, and 3rd and long tonight?
Hey, Lewis, you have my full permission to read that text I sent you about Mike McDaniel and Chase Edmonds.
Let me go and see if I can find it.
I mean,
I'm ready.
I don't know why this man keeps making Myles Gaskins inactive and going with Chase Edmonds. Why is he doing that? I don't understand, bro. I really don't understand why
too much of the fan base saying that he's not a fit for the scheme.
Because they think he's an offensive coordinator.
To be honest with you, it's time for the press to really start asking some questions.
I've been asking them.
I forget who said this last week, but somebody last week said, I think it might have been you, EM, I don't know, about Kyle Shanahan being the thing that Mike McDaniel is missing because he could throw all these crazy innovative plays at him, but Shanahan's like, let's not do that this play. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're throwing a bunch of good shit against the wall, but you got to know when it's a good time to serve it, or you're going to overload the palette, and now you just look like you're fucking an idiot sometimes. I don't know. To me, there's something missing.
More women, more table.
You know what's missing?
I'm telling you what is
honestly, that's exactly what we're talking about.
You know what's missing?
It's the two biggest issues why we cannot put points on the board is we cannot run the football with any level of consistency, and they are too Tyreek and Jalen Waddle dependent in this offense. It's either 100%. It's either A or B, and if they're not open, there's nothing else available. And they need to diversify things.
Multiple times.
Didn't I bring up that yesterday?
And
Yeah,
what I heard,
yeah,
you know
you
what I
did.
heard back when I
You
said
need
that?
to, you need to be
we
the
have
design
Tyreek and we
plays
have
inside the red
Waddle, so
zone.
we're fine. We don't need to diversify. Whoever made that comment from the panel is an idiot.
Yeah.
What's that? What happened?
I said over multiple times this week, I've made the comment that the Dolphins offense is not diverse enough.
Oh, okay.
And what I got back on response from the panel was, "Oh, you're stupid. We have Hill. We have Waddle. We don't need anything
dropped
else."
out there for
well,
a second.
But I can say to the gentleman who made that comment up.
All of those numbers, the statistics that Tyreek Hill is putting up, he's on track to break Megatron's single season record. Bro, at the end of the day, if they're not putting points on the board, if they're not putting points,
Mark, I got to put you in the back for a second. I'm going to bring up
touchdown.
I got to put you in the back for a second, Mark.
On the PM. You're right.
Hold
and
on.
you look at and look at real quick. Look at how look at how Kansas City. Look at how diverse they are now. If anybody watched that game today against San Francisco, you heard the commentators.
Who says they really need Tyreek Hill?
Crypto. Hang on. You heard the commentators reference about how more diverse their approach is without Tyreek Hill. And you're seeing the production. You're seeing it. It makes it so much more difficult when you spread the ball around for defenses to key in on what you're doing.
Where Mark is being disingenuous is the fact that if we were to execute, we would be diverse, and he would know. He knows for himself if Josh Allen had what we had on offense, that he would consider it to be diverse because Josh Allen would be using it diversely.
Sure. I don't know. Say diverse one more time.
Maybe.
We need more meat and potatoes on this team and less of that flavor, less of that spice. We need meat and potatoes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Good analogy.
I felt the lack of a fucking. I felt the lack of a bell cow running back today, bro. That's what I felt. A real running game.
Cap for Life said it. We may need that bell cow.
I honestly think we need to buy a new toaster.
We do need toaster.
You're right, the color, because the toast is being burnt for a long time.
Ultimate debt in the cook. The cook needs to tone it down, man.
Yeah, quit putting so much fucking cumin all over everything, bro, and fucking just give me some regular Old Bay, bro. Chill out.
Maybe you need some oregano spice.
I don't need souffle. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, bro. Stop making me fucking chicken cordon bleu and give me some barbecue chicken, motherfucker. Damn.
You got to take the top off.
Stop churching it up and give me some fucking football, bro.
Hey, it's mashed potatoes and corn. That's all you gonna get. Mashed
Eat
potatoes
whatever.
and
Just give me
corn.
some regular old fucking soul food. Stop trying to freaking hoity-toity.
Green corn.
Ain't no soul food around here. Just mashed potatoes and corn. That's all.
Listen, where's CT? Is CT on the board?
No, he's not up here. He's not up here.
Listen, if Teddy Bridgewater has that same game as Tua tonight, he'd be calling shit about Tua. Should we ship off Tua now?
Damn.
How many 3-and-outs? How many 3-and-outs in a row did Tua have?
Talk to him, KP. Talk to him, KP.
Listen, other than the interception to Noah,
Teddy Bridgewater out.
I'll say this: other than the interception to Noah, Kenny Pickett looked pretty decent tonight. I will say,
Buddy
looked pretty decent, bro.
I think Kenny Pickett is going to be a player in this league.
Bro, he looked fucking good out there. Bro,
Tomlin showed
they
out
get another speed receiver. If
real
Pittsburgh
quick,
get another speed element to their offense.
Is this guy a legit fucking rushing quarterback or something? Because we sat there and spied him as if he's fucking Josh Allen or fucking Lamar Jackson. I guess so, bro. Jeez, bro. I see he's mobile, but come on, man. Are we seriously thinking Kenny Pickett's gonna beat us with his legs?
Another reason why I was concerned. Another reason why I was concerned about this game. You know,
he threw one to Javon Holland too.
I know that, but
he's going through his rookie
and that was
one
off the run too, Color. He was scrambling.
Listen, Javon Holland jumped that route and baited him by playing inside quarters coverage to beat deep back there like that. So it was a good play by him. The interception that he threw to Noah was kind of ugly. The thing is, it's almost like
He
he
could've just
put
threw
it
it out
where
of
only the
bounds.
wide receiver. It was either like he threw it out of bounds or tried to put it where only the wide receiver could get it. But Noah turned around and just made a fucking fire play on the ball. I'm sorry, that was just amazing by him. Shout out to Cruz and Rum. We need more
Still shouldn't be
offense.
playing, though.
We averaged 20
Yeah.
points a game last year and 21 this year outside the fourth quarter. It's Raven. Yes, I mean, listen. Shout out to
Yeah.
Cruz and Rum. I mean,
That's
I
crazy.
don't even think it's 21 right now, bro.
Yeah, the further we get from that Ravens game, like I
all
said,
right, hold up. We got a victory, Shuey.
Out of body experience.
Hold up, guys. We got the victory Shuey right now. Let's do it. Go ahead. We're watching. We're watching. Go with the victory Shuey.
We got the Shuey champions in the
Oh,
building,
there you
y'all.
go.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
A win's a win at the end of the day, so that's all we're gonna say.
Well, we can only celebrate a Shuey with a win, so let's go ahead and do it.
Amen. It's been 3 weeks since this shoe, man.
Oh man, you guys must be dying of fucking thirst by now. I mean, goodness
Yeah,
gracious,
yeah.
parched like a motherfucker, bro.
I hope
Yeah,
you
but
watch
listen.
that shit.
There we
That
go.
is
Where they going
that
up?
is absolutely
Yeah.
ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
You
Eat
look
your
like
heart
a
out,
fool if
Bills
that's our
fans.
last victory
Eat your
of the
heart out,
season.
Bills fans.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
By the way, EM, they bought a special shoe for it.
Oh no, that's not a bought special shoe.
No,
it's a
that's not a bought
cleaned
shoe.
special shoe. It's a cleaned
Yeah.
special shoe. It's not a
They
bought
realized
special
how
shoe. It's a
I hope
clean.
there's toenail, toe jam,
Oh, they
dead.
Nah,
dead
it's been
everything in
clean.
that goddamn
It's been
shoe.
clean.
I
Yeah,
think share the right one.
EM,
Why-
they
why one
Googled
don't
how
use the right and
dangerous
one
it
use the
was,
left,
and they
bro?
got a clean shoe after that.
Yes, sir.
One use the
Oh,
right and one use
wow.
the left, bro.
Let's go. Let's
I hope
go.
it's a clean shoe.
That shit is
No.
still nasty. I don't give a shit.
That show
Yeah,
has
right.
been worn, bro, for sure.
Google how dangerous.
Yeah, with the shoe.
Hey, no heels.
I wouldn't do that nonsense.
Woo! Yeah.
Scummy.
Thank you, Colin. Colin always bringing the energy on the reel, though. I mean, let's be real. I mean, nobody else shows up with that kind of
Are we
energy.
really celebrating a victory to the Steelers like we won the Super Bowl?
Bro, I'm sorry, dude. He shoeys on every victory. It's tradition, and we will celebrate it until it's not. And when it's gone, we're all gonna fucking miss the shit out of it.
I
So
didn't know
let's just
beating
try to
Kenny
do that.
Pickett was like winning the Super Bowl.
It's just
Listen, bro.
It's a Super Sunday. That's
Hey,
all I'm
Casey.
gonna say.
Hell yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
we're the
In
worst.
prime time, I gotta say.
Bro, I'm just glad we got the win because if we would have lost tonight, my God, if we would have let Kenny Pickett come back and win this game, oh my God,
Bro,
bro.
It would have been
Bro.
some. Stephen Ross was ready to pull the
Just saying.
trigger. You saw him there.
Did you see Stephen Ross with the binoculars? It looked like
Hell
he sat
yeah.
next to the guy.
Hell
Goes,
yeah.
should I
Exactly.
fucking
He was
fire all
sitting
these
there with the
motherfuckers right now?
binoculars.
I looked like he went.
Come down
He
there
goes to
and
that
fire
guy. Goes,
somebody right
should I
away."
start firing some of these guys
Yeah.
right now? I don't know, man. I'm thinking about firing some people. That's what it looked
I
like to
don't know.
me.
It looked, from what I was looking at, it looked a couple times like he was looking for Brian Flores. That's what it looked like to me.
Well, hey! I thought, before the game, Flo wasn't too hard to find. Flo was making his rounds pre-game, bro.
yeah,
he was out on the
Pre-game,
field.
he was.
Making his rounds, shaking hands.
Yeah, but
you know,
did you notice
looking
that
for
they
any
hid him?
problems, Any kind of
noticed-
any kind of
He even
any
kissed
kind of
Tua
issue,
on the
if you ask
forehead.
me.
Hey, y'all noticed they hid his ass up in the press box though, for real. They didn't let him stay on the sideline.
No,
He
they
had-
were trying to find Brian Flores back to hire him. EM, that's what I was saying. He was looking,
Yeah.
He was going to offer Brian Flores his job back.
But Flores, they keep their Flores has always been in the booth this year, Cap.
I know.
Yeah.
I was making fodder, bro. Let me have my moment.
Hey, yo,
No,
hey,
yeah.
very quick.
Hey, Mike
What's up?
Gesicki embraced
He did.
Brian Flores.
Oh yeah,
He
so
did.
did Durham
Yeah,
Smythe.
Gesicki did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Eric, every time.
Did he give Tua a love tap before the game?
He gave him a kiss on the back of his neck.
No. I wonder. I wonder
He
if
gave him a
Flores,
French kiss there.
after Tua got
Capitano's a
hurt-
French kiss.
Because I listened to Tua after the game, and they asked him about the overwhelming support he received when he got hurt, and he said a lot of coaches that he had in the past or whatnot. A lot of people reached out to him. I wonder if Flores was one of those people.
He did.
Oh yeah, Flores
He
sent
did.
him flowers
I'm
and a
not gonna
fucking
say
card.
he did.
He sent him flowers and a card.
Flores sent him some baby powder straight to the house. Told him he was going to need it. Keep his
Oh my God.
Hey, yo, Eric, come back.
This is the worst.
Hey, yo,
No
come right
diaper
quick.
rash. No
Hey,
diaper
yo,
rash. for Tua,
Captain.
No diaper rash. Or
Hey, yo,
nothing.
Eric,
What's
come
up?
back. Let me tell you something right quick.
Damn.
Go ahead.
Alright, so look. So Tyreek Hill, right? He's gonna get tired of these short, deep balls. He's gonna get tired of these short routes, and he only got 2 touchdowns. He's gonna get tired of it, bro.
That's
you know
what he's really gonna get tired of.
He
don't care about the short route. He wants to get in the end zone.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, he's crushing it on yards right now, but he ain't gonna be too happy.
Yards today.
He don't care. He's gonna get tired of this quarterback.
He wants to play for a championship. How do you want to get tired of
Can I say something real quick? And then I'm gonna get up out of here.
Who cares, bro?
Yeah. Go right ahead.
How many touchdowns did he have last
First
year?
time
Hold
on
up.
the channel, I want to say I'm a long
Yeah, go ahead,
timer.
Casey.
I've been watching you for about 4 weeks now since
word up.
this season started. Yeah, I've been tuned in with you. And
Appreciate it, Casey.
I just want to say I've been watching, and we have the worst fucking fan base in the NFL, yo.
You only can make that comment if you watched all 32 fan bases.
We're sitting with the win, and we're still complaining about losing. Our quarterback has been out for 3 weeks
This right
straight,
here is what's wrong
and
with
come
the
back
fan
and
base
can
right
do
here.
Exactly.
what neither one of our backup
wrong with the
quarterbacks
fucking
can
fan
do.
base.
Didn't make
This is
no
some bullshit.
mistakes, no picks. He
This
threw
is
a
what I was
touchdown, 21 for some crazy number, and we still sitting here crying.
What's going to happen when those teams actually catch those interceptions?
We didn't put up
Tell
a
him,
lot of
Casey.
points.
Tell him, Casey.
How
Go
you
ahead.
gonna act like that,
We
dude?
didn't put up a lot of points this week. It happens. We played a good.
We didn't put up a lot of points in 6 of the 7 games we
We
played.
didn't have our
How you
starting
gonna act
quarterback
like that,
in neither.
dude? Back
We
out
had
there.
our
How
starting
you-
quarterback today.
Y'all. Let me get this out, and then I'll be out. I got a quick point. All I'm saying is our quarterback been gone for 3 weeks. We come back, we get the win. Let's worry about next week. Bring home another dub, and then we'll start worrying about 50 burgers and 40
What's up,
burgers
Kurt?
and all that shit.
No, we were sold a bill of goods on 50 burgers this week when y'all trashed the Steelers going into the
That's all
game.
I had to say, man. Love
I don't want to
Captain,
hear it.
love color.
You guys was trashing the Steelers like you do every
That
team
was
we
Cap.
play, going
Y'all
into
can
the
thank
game,
Cap for that.
saying
Cap
that what we was
contributed to a
going to
lot of
do.
that.
We was sold a bill of goods and we didn't get it.
Who?
Hey, Cap contributed to a lot of that.
What I contribute to, EM? Don't act like I'm
Every
just.
time.
I didn't
You
start
gotta
the
stop
fire.
trashing the
Listen,
opponent.
I didn't start the
Every
fire.
week.
It was always
Until we
burning
go
since
to
the world been
steamroll.
turning, bro. Don't tell me I didn't start the
When did
fire.
When did McDaniel
Cap
say
said 35, bro.
points a game?
I said
Can you
31.
pull that up? Can you pull
Oh,
that
who
up?
was
when
that said
McDaniel
30?
said-
Somebody said 35.
Color said 35, and he's hiding in the back right now at that 35
Pull that
right
up
now.
when McDaniel said that, 'cause y'all acting like McDaniel said he was going to put up 40 points a game. He's just trying to win games out there, bro.
Should, bro. What are you talking about, Manny?
The deck is fucking stacked.
Who are anybody to say what he should and shouldn't do? He should try to do what he's got to
Manny.
do to win games.
No.
Oh, yeah, because we ain't going to be playing the Steelers every week. That's going to be dropping 5 picks.
Okay, you're right.
Oh,
We
the
might be
man
playing,
literally told us to
Bills.
play
We
Waddle
might
in
be playing the
fantasy.
Bills.
The man literally told us to play
We might-
Waddle in fantasy. What?
So
Did he really color? Did he really?
Exactly. Yeah, he
Yes,
did.
he
And
did.
He did say that.
He said.
Wow.
He actually
Waddle
did say that, EM.
Yes, he did.
Wow.
He said
beat-
play
he
him
beat
in fantasy.
Bill
And I happen to have him on my fantasy team. Well, I'm not getting touchdowns out. I'm only getting
Y'all
yards.
just care about fantasy, dog. Y'all living in La La Land fantasy world, bro.
Your coach
Get
told
out
us
of
to
here,
get him in
bro.
fantasy. Obviously, he
I
care
feel
about
you.
fantasy
Damn.
too.
Stop picking the Dolphins on your fantasy team, bro. How about that?
Crazy.
I ain't got no Dolphins on my fantasy team.
I ain't
My
gonna lie, bro.
Lord.
I can't handle. I can't handle
It's
it
too
when I
late in the
put
season
Dolphins
to cut
players
'em.
on my team, bro. I can't do it. I'm not gonna lie.
That's why I
I'm not
don't
gonna
bet.
Oh, I bet because
So who do we play next week?
the
Detroit.
Lions,
Detroit.
the Lions,
A more competent offense.
Okay.
Can we start giving the teams we play a
an
little
offense
credit
that gets
before we
healthy next
start
week
freaking,
with both their running
trashing
backs
them,
coming
and
back.
then we go lay a donut against them? All week I had to hear how bad the Steelers' defense and their cornerbacks were, and they damn near pitched a
100%.
shutout against us.
100%.
Can you start going into every week, at least giving some of the opponents some
I don't know about
praise?
you guys, but Lewis's laugh fucking tickles me pink, bro. When he goes, ah, like that shit
Goddamn
fucking
right,
kills me, bro.
because I'm waiting for all the goddamn excuses. I knew the excuses were coming. Where's all the goddamn two and ears at? Where's
What
all the
excuse?
motherfuckers that told me the savior was in the fucking building?
Who told you
'Cause let
that?
me tell you
Call
21 and
I
35,
Who told you that?
261
Everybody
touchdowns.
was telling us that, Manny.
Put a name on it. Luke.
That's why
Put a name
so
on it.
much
Put a
pent-up
name on it.
anger
Put a
that
name
we're
on it.
sold a
Listen,
bill of
don't feed
goods.
into all these narratives. These narratives
Well, I
mean
put
nothing.
all
These
the
these
people on
narratives
Twitter,
mean nothing. And without
everybody
action.
in Twitter, everybody in Twitter and everybody that told me 30 burgers
Who's
were
everybody,
coming.
dog? I'm not even on Twitter. Who's on Twitter, dog? Get off of
30
social
burgers,
media, bro.
40
You gotta
burgers,
know.
even 50 burgers
Hey,
was
hold
promised
on,
against this Steelers team.
hold on.
But the main thing is narrative nowadays.
Manny, did you just tell me to get off social media? Is that what you told me?
All right, get off Twitter, bro. Get off Twitter.
Is that
get
what
off
you told
Twitter.
me? Ain't it you that I be listening to that every story comes out in the mainstream media, you come and you say that they're against the Dolphins and shit? Ain't that you? Ain't you the same guy that be on that media tip?
Finn's tailgate.
Exactly.
Just put that smile in your mouth like I told you, man. I'm out here for all the goddamn smoke. You don't know
I might have said that once or twice.
You don't know who the fuck you dealing with.
But that's,
you don't know who the fuck you dealing with. Tighten up.
I hear you. Hey, that's good.
Hey, what you mean, KC? We got the worst fan base. This is the fucking best fan base ever, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
This coming from a
No
guy who
fan
never
base
listened to
acts
all
like this.
32
It's the
teams.
best, most
Just
original.
assume.
Got the fucking real nuts and everything.
Where's the evidence that you listened in on all 32 teams fan base to make that analysis?
Oh man, you can't get this shit
real
anywhere
quick.
else. Go ahead, go
real
ahead.
quick. Does this
Can
not
I
seem
address
like
that? Can I
Because
address
I
that?
know
or
the
y'all just gonna
Raiders
bash
fan
me?
base.
Can I
Does this
address
not
that?
seem
Or y'all
like the
just gonna
Tyreek
bash
Hill
me?
offense or what?
Can I address that, or y'all just gonna bash me?
No, go right ahead, KC. I was saying I
Other
fucking
fan
love it,
base-
dog. I
other
love it.
Fan base bash their quarterback depending on who the quarterback is.
You know, KC, I'd like to address this.
Yeah, they do.
To me,
The Steelers probably bashing Kenny Pickett.
KC,
Because he lost.
you know how our
L.
family is,
A
bro.
big L.
We try to
L.
act like somebody's
So
the
don't
black
give me
sheep
that
in this
nonsense
family,
that's
but
our
we
family.
all black sheep in this family. That's what time it is. Let's be real, dog. We Dolphins fans. This is what time it is. It's gonna be. It's gonna be that way. It's gonna be. I mean, could you? This is the most funniest, fun shit of all time. Because you know what? It's this type of energy that's gonna get this team. I mean, bro, we ain't happy even in a win. I want excellence. I want pure. We're literally celebrating 50 years of fucking perfect out there, and they fucking almost
make me throw up.
give me some throw up worthy shit.
We can't improve. If we going in there expecting to play like we play to beat every team, we're not going to win.
I just want
Other teams watch film.
I say our offensive line played
16 points back then,
impressively
but
better
not
than
now.
last week. And
shout out to Shell
Yeah,
or whatever
and they
the
only
fuck his name
produced
is.
16 points. Congratulations. Because it was 5 interceptions that was just outright dropped.
That's what
You don't know the next team. If they go in there,
right?
they're not going to freaking drop those interceptions if you think you can just go in there and play the same way and think you're going to get lucky.
I mean, at the end of the day, I do think we do suck. I thought we was going to lose
shout
anyway.
out to the panel, Captain. Appreciate you letting me on.
Thank you, KC. Anytime, brother. Anytime you want, buddy. Anytime you want. Come up, buddy, please.
Alex, you got the floor.
Go ahead, Alex. Go ahead, Alex.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So,
yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. Go ahead, Alex.
A win is a win. Okay. I will take it any way you possibly can. Tua was not sharp tonight. I admit that.
Right.
He was not sharp.
Right.
But the defense played a hell of a game.
It was past his bedtime.
Shout out to the offensive line. The offensive line was really good tonight. They opened holes for Mostert to get the running game going. Now, there were a lot of questionable calls with McDaniel. I give you that. And there's a lot of things that we have to clean up. Okay, so you're gonna go do all that now, right?
What are we averaging? What are we averaging point wise, Alex?
Get to it, Alex. Hurry up, bro. You got the fucking spotlight. Make it happen, dog.
So this
I feel like Mike McDaniel's calling this offensive show plan right now, bro. It's fucking putting me to sleep. Get with it.
We did not play. Tua did not play well tonight. I'm gonna admit that. But you know what? All right. Anyways, before I was really interrupted.
What did we score on offense, Alex?
Alex, real quick, let me ask you this: Do you still think Tua's a franchise quarterback?
I think Tua is still a franchise quarterback. He had a bad night. You know what? Let me ask you a question.
This is the kind of game that's going to rear its ugly head when we play the Jets again.
Hang on.
Before you guys get into all that, how many times have you seen elite quarterbacks almost throw picks left and right? Right? But
every game,
no, they put the stat up there. This is the record. This game was the record.
No. You're missing the point here. You're missing
Best quarterback we had since Marino.
Hang on, real quick.
They put that stat up there.
Real quick.
That's the most almost dropped interceptions out of anybody.
Hang on. Alex.
Hold on, Ian. Let me finish what I say, Ian, please, real quick, and then go ahead and answer the question. I apologize. But here's the thing. You tend to forget that maybe this is just a damn good football team, and people tend to forget that. Okay? You take a victory any way you can.
Football team?
I got a damn good defense. I know that much.
Hang on. Let him finish. Go ahead, Alex.
Everybody tends to forget that the Dolphins are a damn good football team because years ago, this team would have found a way to lose a game like this.
Bullshit.
Okay.
I think we all agreed on paper. We can match any team talent wise.
On paper, I think we got every team.
Exactly. It's about playing it on the field. You got a 3-hour window to win one game.
Right there.
But
go ahead.
No, it doesn't matter. You take the victory any way you can. Who gives a shit how bad it looks?
Hold on.
Now I'm just saying who gives it. When you guys sold us a bill of goods that we supposed to go 50 every game.
Look, I'm not worried about listen. I'm not worried about what we were sold on. I'm worried about what's been consistent on film since the first game of the season. Tua has put in every single game multiple turnover-worthy plays on film, bad decision-making on film. I don't know what's up with these DBs dropping every single interception that Tua throws. Because, I mean, if you add
Holy water.
If you add up all of these potential interceptions that should have been made, Tua would have more interceptions. He would have double-digit interceptions more than touchdowns right now.
100%.
And the conversation about Tua Tagovailoa being a long-term solution to this team, that's a very different conversation we'd be having right now. So, listen, a win is a win. I agree with you, Alex. But listen, it comes a time when them chickens gonna come home to roost. And
how much are we gonna ride behind on the seat of our pants on some of this
exactly.
stuff?
And them turnover-worthy plays, teams are gonna start converting those two turnovers.
They're going to actually turn them into turnovers.
Let me ask you a question. We wouldn't be talking about this if Teddy Bridgewater did that, right? We wouldn't be talking about this if Justin Herbert did this, right? We wouldn't be talking about this if Dan
What do you mean? Talk about what? What do you mean talking about what?
Okay, first of all, Teddy Bridgewater wasn't selected number 5 overall.
And I poured Teddy Bridgewater a new asshole all week last week, to be honest.
Let's just keep it real. Teddy Bridgewater didn't have the brand that Tua did when he came out of college. So it was Tua.
But Mountie, last week on the show, I tore Teddy Bridgewater a new asshole. I was not pleased in how he played football either, even with the junkyard times.
No other quarterback.
Daniel Jones is out there throwing dimes. He was trash as well.
No, Mountie, I've never seen.
You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
And Geno Smith put up another big performance, another quarterback that y'all trashed going into the season. Just want to put that out there.
All I know is what I saw is at least 4 picks, 4 interceptions that Tua threw.
System my ass, but you still trashed them.
Talk to him, Crypto. Talk to him.
Right, bitches?
Hold on, just real quick. Alex, are you saying that Geno Smith is having good football because of a system?
Yeah.
Fucking give me that system over here. I need that fucking system here. Don't quit fucking about and go get me that system right now.
More wine, more women, more table.
Yeah, give me that.
Y'all said that system wasn't going to matter. I remember all these little takes y'all do when y'all trash other opponents. I'll be taking notes.
Honestly, I thought their offense left with Russell Wilson, and I see Russell Wilson looking like shit, Geno Smith looking like Russell Wilson, and I was wrong. So if that's a system, give me that fucking system. And he should know that system. That was in his division. I thought that was the system we were kind of getting. Where's my Perry at? Or Penny, whatever the fuck his name is. Pete Carroll? So should we have gotten a veteran coach then?
Another coach that they said that was washed up and then is on his way into retirement.
I'm just saying.
I never said that one.
Hey, I said Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll, good coach. Yo, Pete Carroll is a Bill Parcells disciple.
No
Carroll's
lie.
a damn good
That's a
coach.
fact. That's a fact.
And as much criticism as Pete Carroll got, he's done a fantastic job for what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about Pete Carroll.
Fact.
Tua's trash.
Saying, bro. Fuck
Tua's
Pete Carroll.
Listen,
I don't give a fuck about Geno Smith or
Hey,
Pete
I'm
Carroll.
gonna tell
Just
you
give me
right
that
now.
offense over here.
Look,
We need his offense.
I need that offensive production.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Tua has not, to this point, shown me anything that he's much better than Skylar Thompson at all.
Oh my
Period.
That's
my
a
God.
fact.
At this point, they're playing about even. They're playing at
Y'all
par.
can say
I would
what
say
you
that.
y'all can say what you want. I respect you.
I just say they're on par right now.
Can I get some of that you smoking, Monty?
Well, hey, I can give you plenty of that shit. I can give you plenty of that shit.
Looks like it sounds like
Yo,
a good
first of all,
shit.
pass me a Dutchie, dog.
and let's go back. And let's go back.
Garbage.
Hey, yo, let's go back. Let's go back.
My
Let's
shit's
go back.
garbage.
First of all, Tua was in the sweetest
want that
position in
shit.
college to even get drafted because he had the dude. I've never seen a quarterback that had that much talent around him before he even got drafted. What the fuck?
Who'd you hear say that on ESPN, bro? Come on.
Yeah, he was
He's
baby.
the most polarizing thing. He's the most polarizing thing. Tua goes out next week against Detroit and throws up 340 yards for 4 touchdowns and no picks. Everybody was still. You guys will come on here and find something to complain about.
You always
I heard that they were supposed to do that this
I
week.
tell you what. I
You
tell you
guys
what.
was trashing the defensive backs of the Steelers.
Tell him, Lewis.
Going
Tell him,
into
Lewis.
this week,
Tell him,
they
Lewis.
were supposed to do it today.
Check this out.
Personal
Hey, check
insult
this
all
out.
you
I know.
want, bro.
Hey,
Guys will
first
The
of
fact
all,
of it is, we're
about
scoring
it.
20
Hey,
points a
about
ball game, which ain't
hey,
no
check this out.
different
Hey, check this
than what
out.
we were
First of
scoring
all,
with the man that was
No,
up in the
hey,
booth
you
tonight.
see how it is. You see
okay.
how it
First
is,
of all,
you
Because
see
first
how
of
it is,
all,
though, right?
football.
Hey, hey,
Football,
Monty, you see
football,
how it is, though?
football.
Won the fucking game.
Hey, Monty,
First
you
of all,
see how it is?
first of all, football is played in 3 phases: offense, defense, and special teams. It's
Right.
clear that the defense kept us in the fucking game today. Okay,
Hey, Monty,
like
hey,
they've
Monty.
always
No doubt
have.
about that.
They
Not only
It's
that,
just
but they
one
damn near
game where
sealed the
Tua
game.
just
They
fucking
won.
dominated,
Hey,
imposed
Monty.
his will, and
They-
showed his skill.
You see what's funny? You see what's funny, Monty, about it's every week you have a Tua near come out and say the same thing that Alex Diaz just said. Well, what happens next week if he comes out and he throws for 340 and 3? He never does it. We always have that same conversation after
And you got the best receiving core.
Fucking Lewis on it, dog.
He never fucking does that.
And you got the receiving core. And you got the receiving core. You got the talent around you. And you're still making bad decisions. Hey, listen. Hey, Cap. Hey,
Fire
this is the
and
question for
brimstone,
Cap
baby.
and the board.
Fire
Yeah,
and
yeah.
brimstone.
Hey, this
All right.
is
Go
for
ahead,
Cap
Manny.
and the panel. First of
All right.
all, did Tua not just come off of 4 weeks of concussion protocol with some bullshit? Why
Yeah,
is
he
he still
def-
fucking acting like a fucking running back?
I don't know.
If I
Honestly,
was
I
McDaniel,
He
I would
dipped his
tell him to
head
take
into
the
that.
fucking. If I was McDaniel, if I was like my old coach, Coach DeZellipo, take your fucking helmet off so I can slap the fucking shit out you.
Oh, it's 'cause he
Damn.
don't care, bro. He's not
God
scared, dog.
damn,
He's not
bro.
scared, dog. It's the
Whoa.
difference between you guys and him. He don't
What
care,
I don't
dog. He
understand
just
is why we're
hold the
sitting here
ball.
7 games into the season and we're still having to, and all we were told was all we needed was weapons for Tua, and we're still scoring 20 points a game.
Hey, Color, can I ask you a question?
Man.
Yeah,
Exactly the same thing when you
exactly,
the
Color.
same thing you
I don't give a
averaged
fuck
with
if he
Devontae
fumbled the
Parker.
ball or not. The
You
fuck
right,
is
Lewis.
It don't have anything to do with it.
I would never thought that I would be saying I wanted Devontae Parker on the team.
Oh my
Same
fucking god, Crypto! Don't start, bro. Don't even
Base is
start.
pathetic, bro.
Fucking ridiculous.
This fan base is ridiculous, bro.
Devontae Parker,
Yeah.
no.
Tua, hey, listen.
Out of
Tua
30 years,
still
out of
Tua
38
doing
years,
Tua still doing Tua shit, taking on fucking tacklers and bullshit,
Yeah.
and he don't get it.
I gotta
So
say
you know
this though,
what?
Mounty,
Hey,
you know
and
what
you know
though?
what?
I'll
And
hand
you
it
know
this:
what?
he ain't never
we
got
are the
injured.
greatest
And
fan
you know
base in the
what?
history of
Hey,
sports.
and then you see who the first motherfucker on the field with McDaniel when Brandon Jones go out. Big McDaniel. Like, dude, you're not a nurse. You're not a fucking team physician. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my
You know
God.
what though? I will. Yeah, I don't know about that, Mounty.
Checking his player, right?
Well, he's just checking them
I
out.
get that.
I know, TD.
So
it's off the rails, TD.
Out of 38 years of cheering for this team since I was
That's the only reason we won.
It wasn't the only reason, but damn, he played
Jason
hard.
Sanders is the only reason we won this game.
Hey, TD out here
Yo,
trolling.
it's a team game, bro.
We love you, TD.
Noah Igbenogany, I need y'all to put some respect on this name because Noah Igbenogany, he has returned to his Hall of Fame form.
Our defense
Stop hating on Noah.
Our defense
Noah Igbenogany has returned to his Hall of Fame form. So stop it.
Our defense stepped up in the midst of all our energy, our injuries, and they got the win.
Now, fucking Alex is
Exactly,
arguing with
but
his
they was-
wife and shit. Yeah, they're arguing about. Listen, Alex. Listen, we will complain about a win because I'm telling you, we gonna win very many football games in games like that. That's a team that's got 2 wins that beat up on a shitty fucking Bucks team, bro. We got to do better, bro.
That's how you know
Right,
it's some bullshit.
exactly, Cal.
That's how you know it's some bullshit when your wife is telling you to shut the fuck up. That's how you know it's some bullshit.
Watch the game, how it was played, and then you can talk. You can't talk. Like, were you watching the game? Just because they won doesn't mean shit. Did you see the mistakes and things that went wrong?
Oh my God! Alex has got his old lady bitching him out. Oh my God! Thank you, Mrs. Alex's wife, Mrs. Diaz. Thank you for. At least there's. Wow.
What's clipping? 12:30
Miss Diaz needs to be on the show. Miss Diaz knows football, Alex. You need to listen to your old lady and go do the fucking.
Exactly.
What did you say? The way you were boosting how if Tua comes back, he's gonna do all this crazy shit.
But he played decent. Y'all are acting like he didn't play good.
Oh my God.
He played good, bro.
Man,
like, what's his grade? What do you guys grade him? Everybody, let's
That's
go around.
some good shit going
What's
on
y'all's
right
grade
there.
on Tua? What's y'all's grade for this game?
A D plus.
D plus.
I would say D plus. I would say D plus.
I would say
D
plus.
D as in Delta.
D plus.
Fucking got reincarnated.
I'm not giving him a pass. I'm not giving him a pass on those drop interceptions.
Maybe a C minus. It's real close.
Because if we play a real competent team, they catch those interceptions and make us pay for it.
Like who?
The teams that we have to play going into the playoffs, fighting for a playoff.
TD
Because
in
you
here
play
trolling hard, bro.
Tennessee like that, you get destroyed.
Trolling hard.
You
now.
play the Colts like that, you get destroyed. You play the Buffaloes like that, you get destroyed. If you play the Chiefs like that, you're going to get destroyed.
The Patriots didn't do it. Look at all the playoff teams we beat already.
You know what? I'll find the answers. Hold on, man. Crypto, hold up. I know who's got the answers. Mrs. Diaz. Hold on, Miss Diaz got the answers. Let's hear from Miss Diaz. Come up here and spitting some facts again, because I'm telling you right now, listen. You know what my problem is? Hold on.
Like that again to the Jets, they're gonna destroy us again.
All right. Yep. Okay. Listen, I'll say this. I got a problem with that. I gotta live and be happy with what I'm given and shit. I don't like telling me that I gotta be happy with some shit. To be honest with you, that's a piss poor performance. I mean,
now you have your answer. And you know what? Now we have the answer on whether or not if Tua was playing against the Jets, if he would have beat the Jets.
No, I got the answer.
Right here. He produced only 16 points. We scored 19 against the Jets or 17?
Crypto's spitting some fire right now because I'll tell you what,
we
that
have our
performance
answer on whether or
tonight,
not we would have
the
beat
last
the Jets
three,
and Tua
the last 3 losses, probably.
We have our answer now on whether or not if Tua would start against the Jets, if we would have beat them. We have the answer now.
We're going to beat the Jets because Tua doesn't throw interceptions. He's Houdini, okay?
Yeah, okay. He believe in that.
He is.
Because then even those interceptions, they wouldn't have been all his fault.
He throws up
He
the
still
flat,
gets sacked. He still gets a fumble.
Is that Thomas Jensen with that bullshit?
Absolutely. He's Houdini reincarnated.
Fucking Lewis goes, who the fuck is that?
What the fuck are we doing, man?
Who the fuck is that?
Now, real entertainment, man. I got a long drive home, and this is absolutely pure gold. But y'all some with the bullshit tonight.
At the end of the day, we're 1-3. We're not 1-7. like last year.
Fucking Lewis was literally straight
we're basically
befuddled
playing
by
like
that
a
one,
1-17.
No, it
Who the
doesn't.
fuck is
Crypto, stop! Please stop with this narrative, please. I beg you. Please.
Yes, that's what we are.
Stop with this. Stop with
What
this.
narrative
garbage,
are we
please.
talking about?
Yeah, start with the narrative thinking that we was gonna win every game because of him. We're winning these games in spite of Tua. It's evident.
We are winning these games because this is a damn good football team.
We're winning these games in spite of the quarterback, regardless of who's under center.
Everybody gets grades.
We will have the same record of 4-3, regardless of who our quarterback is.
Hey, so wait a minute. Let me
That's
get
been
this
well
right.
established.
Hey, let me get this right. So Cincinnati,
But that's
we
La La
scored 50.
Land because we'll never know.
Hold on.
We'll never know.
Wait a minute.
La La
Wait a
Land.
minute. Oh, you're talking about La La Land, Manny. I get it. So let's talk about reality. Against Cincinnati, we scored 15, right? Against the Jets, we scored 17. Last week, 16, and this week,
Hold
16.
on, we scored
Where
15
the
against
fuck
Cincinnati?
is the offense?
We paid 15. Who scored the 15? Was it Skyler?
Tua and Bridgewater, they both played.
Okay.
They couldn't figure that podcast, right? Stop
I
it.
don't know.
Manny.
I don't know. I'm asking
You're
Google.
missing,
I don't
you're
know.
missing the point
It was
because
the fucking Miami Dolphins who scored
Tua
15.
didn't score when he went
No.
out before he went out, Manny.
If Tua would have been out there, maybe he would
Manny was like, I got you now,
When
Lewis.
Tua was in there,
I got
they only
you
scored
now.
6
Manny
points.
ain't got shit. Manny ain't got a goddamn thing.
You had to land harder than that if you were going to try to trap him, bro. Lewis said not.
What are you talking about? Your fucking team average fucking scored 15. The fuck?
All right, okay. Dying here, dying.
We'll
back
never
in the
know.
Cincinnati game, you forget the drop by Chase Edmonds and you forget the missed field goal. That's 10 points right there. So
Yo,
that can
Edmonds,
easily
I
No,
told you
wasn't.
throwing him the ball.
Okay, so that's what?
25 right
That's
there.
7 points. So, okay, they score what?
That's
They still get
spotty.
their average.
They missed 25 points.
No, it wasn't 25 points.
50
You can't
plus
count.
10 is 25.
No,
Where's Miss
the
Diaz
7
at?
points. They
Where
still
the fuck
scored
is Miss
3
Diaz
points
at?
on that
Miss
possession.
Diaz, get your
That's only an
man.
extra 4 points, numbnut.
See,
Yeah,
TD's right though
instead
on
of
the real.
punting- instead
Tua
of
was
punting on every
rusty.
down,
It's a
instead of
rusty
punting-
They
Tua.
still kick the field
Next
goal. So
week,
if
listen.
they would have scored a touchdown, you only
Yeah,
add
if
an
we
extra
would've
4 points to the
also-
tally.
Next week it's salty
Not a full
Tua.
7 points.
Next
Yeah,
week
yeah,
it's
next
salty
week.
Tua.
Next
Next
week, we're
week.
gonna get the real Tua. Yeah,
Next week,
Yeah,
next
week.
week's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
real
yeah.
Tua. That's when
Yeah.
we'll get 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. And I want to see everybody saying some shit next week when
Right.
that happens. Then
Man, it sounds like the same
No,
conversation we've
you
had
know-
for the
you know,
past 3
Chris,
years.
The fan base will still find something to bitch and moan about
Hey,
if
Alex.
that happens.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah, they keep selling us a bill of goods that we're going to score 50 every game,
They score
and every
30
team we
points.
play is trash.
Hey, Alex.
Look,
You keep selling us that every team we play every week is trash. And it turned out that they not so trash, and then you try to praise them after the fact.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's too late to try to give the Steelers credit. Now,
and they still
you
find
would
something
you
to bitch
talking
and
trash.
moan
They
about.
supposed to be a JV squad coming into this game.
Tua throws 6
That's what we were
touchdown
sold.
passes, and everybody's bitching and moaning
Hey,
about
Alex. Buffalo put up 38 points on the Steelers not
Thank
2
you.
weeks ago.
God
about
damn,
that?
bro. I need listen,
Exactly.
Alex. Alex, you know what I want? You know what I want, Alex? I want like 2 games of 30+ points before I could start swinging my big fucking Tua Wang around,
brother, how
bro,
much
and
did
just
the
start
Jets put
knocking
up
people
against
over the head with
Pittsburgh?
it. I mean, I just need a little something. That's all, bro.
Hey,
Just a
hey,
little
Cap.
bit.
Hey, Cap, you know what? I had my head down when I was walking out of the stadium tonight. I was looking for all those goddamn receipts everybody was telling me about. But I didn't see no goddamn receipts nowhere.
Bro, CVS
get
got
it?
receipts coming for days. Why
CVS
can't I
You ain't
find
get
any
it?
of these
Oh,
receipts,
there you
bro?
go. Once again, there's Tyler Heineke, another quarterback you trash that beat Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, another one. I'm keeping all the receipts on these quarterbacks that you
where's
guys
all
are
the receipts at?
trashing.
Tyler
They're freaking
Heineke
outplaying our
won me like
quarterback.
$15 today. Tyler Heineke won me money today. My Dolphins didn't win me any money. I'm not betting on my Dolphins no more. I can't take it. I'm always losing my parlays and my fucking my prop bets every time I bet on that team.
TD is absolutely correct. TD is absolutely correct.
That ain't no lie.
Exactly.
If you want to know the narrative that the NFL is writing tomorrow, listen. If you want to know the narrative in the NFL tomorrow, it isn't that the Dolphins are back and Tua's back. It's that the Pittsburgh Steelers dropped this game. They could have had this game with the amount of interceptions they dropped, and that's no lie. But this game is written as a defensive football game. That the Dolphins defense made the interceptions that the Pittsburgh defense didn't make, and that the game would have ended up differently if that was the case.
We did make.
And thank God for Noah Igbenogany. What receipt do you have?
Another guy that you trashed.
And the receipt I have is right here on the Fins tailgate because it's recorded. I said the game would have been 17-10 Dolphins. It would have been a defensive game. And guess what happened? I was 1 point off. 1 point off.
Ali was not lying. Right. You know why you were 1 point off, Ali? Because you should have thought about our average, which is 16 points a game. You'd have been on the money then, dog.
It doesn't end there. You can ask Color. I said we're going to get 3 interceptions. How many interceptions did we get?
You know what? Ali ain't shitting, and you called for Noah to get that interception too, didn't you?
Yeah, I said Noah would have one.
Ali, why didn't you? Man, Ali, you got to let me know when you're feeling a heater like that.
And Noah would both have an interception. The third one I was wrong. I said Xavier would have it, and it was Bethel.
Good shit, Ali. Good
shit.
Did
they ever come out?
That's good, Ali. You got one under your belt now.
We can all thank Lewis and Ali, because I'll tell you what, I heard you guys on third down. I heard the fucking Steelers a lot in that bitch too. I'll say I was pretty disappointed in that, but I heard you guys on third down hold it down for a defensive grind out football game. Thank God we won. Because, God, dude, I mean, as pissed as I am with the way the offense just completely disintegrated after the first quarter.
It's like we're the 1 quarter Dolphins, bro. First quarter, great. Awesome. Keep doing it. Then we walk away.
But the scripted drives, it's hard to defend against a scripted drive.
Oh, man.
Don't worry. Tua will be back next week. He'll be,
Lance says Flo's like, that's my defense. He's all like, that's my defense.
And somebody needs to go grab McDaniel by the ear and tell him, on 4th down, you kick the field goal.
Yes.
You wouldn't have to worry about the last minute of the game.
Oh my God! Exactly.
Dude, sit there. Why don't you just freaking, bro? I was shaking.
He thought he was playing against the Buffalo Bills or the Kansas City Chiefs.
I was not feeling good, and we could have.
He must have thought it was a high-powered offense on the other side, right? So he got nervous and tried to put points on the board.
Dude, I'm sorry if I got to see Chase Edmonds. Holy shit, Color. Perfect timing, bro. Perfect fucking timing, Color.
2 straight runs on 4th down and 3rd down. Nothing. Sucks.
It was bad, man. It was bad.
You know, what I think we should trace. I think as a trade, we need to trade Chase Edmonds off this team.
Yeah. Oh my God, bro.
No joke, bro. Mostert's for real. I'll run with Mostert all day long. But Chase Edmonds needs to walk himself off my team right now.
I would rather take Myles Gaskin making 1 yard catches left and right. Maybe not going anywhere, but I would much rather him catch it. I'd rather have him catch it. Maybe he don't get any yards, but Jesus.
Another guy we was sold a bill of goods on was Edmonds. He's supposed to be next Thurman Thomas. Yeah, I'll keep the receipts on these guys.
Fucking, you want receipts? Call Crypto. That motherfucker actually has receipts.
Hey, an offensive coordinator.
That's supposed to be the next Thurman Thomas.
The Saints need an offensive coordinator. We could trade McDaniel with Gesicki and Edmonds to the Saints for Sean Payton.
Whoa. There you go, Color. Shots fired. There we go.
Holy shit. Color's over here packaging deals to fucking change the whole direction.
Hey, Color. Do you want so I'm guessing you want another Jimmy Johnson fiasco, huh?
Fucking Colors.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's fucking Jimmy Johnson. Are you kidding me?
Jimmy Johnson?
I'm sorry, but the last time we were fucking winning and felt like we were gonna win was when Jimmy Johnson was around this motherfucker. I'm sorry. I ain't felt.
So you want another Jimmy Johnson fiasco, right? That's like trying.
Where our whole fucking organization's fiascos, fucking Alex. What the fuck are you talking about? This whole fucking organization's a fucking fiasco, bro. What do you mean? our fucking donor just went to his first game this year because we got fucking murked.
Alex.
What the fuck, bro? What am I
Our
giving a
coach-
shit?
Listen, Alex.
Give me some
Alex.
fucking trophies in this bitch. Stop with all the
Alex,
bullshit.
Our coach called a timeout.
16 fucking points, Lewis.
Come on, Chris. Alex,
God damn it, bro.
Our coach.
Fucking Chase Edmonds.
Dude, our coach called a timeout, okay, on 3rd and 3. Okay, basically to set 2 plays because he knew he was going to go for it on 4th. And the 2 plays we set took a timeout to talk about. Were the same play.
It was a halfback
And not only
dive to
that,
the
there was
A gap.
on the
Then
play clock.
then we'll get tricky on 4th down with the halfback dive to the B gap.
And who was
Fucking,
involved
what the
in both
fuck
of
was
those
that
plays?
shit, bro?
Fucking Chase
I'm
Edmonds.
sorry, bro. Give me the playbook. Let me call some
let me just say
motherfucker.
something.
Where's fucking Frank
11
Smith in this
seconds on the
motherfucker?
fucking
Matter of
playbook.
fact, does Frank
Let me just
Smith
say-
just get fucking healed by fucking McDaniel or something? What the
Let me
fuck?
say this on that real quick, okay? Now, I agree that the play call was absolutely horrendous on the 3rd and 4th down. Now, I agree with going for it on 4th and 2. Okay, 4th and 3. I wanted them
Not
to
with
go for it.
Edmonds.
Bro.
You kicked the
But not
field
with
goal.
Edmonds.
Could have had a
I can't listen no more,
2-possession
Alex.
lead,
You're
bro.
fucking
What are you
killing me,
talking about?
I wanted them
Right.
to go
Alex,
for
you're
it.
fucking
Gives
killing
us
me,
a
bro.
2-possession lead.
God, somebody shut
up.
And you're playing against an offense that doesn't put up a lot of points, so that eventually seals the
Alex,
game.
the
That field goal.
game had starting spitting at that point. Fucking take the 3 points, get up more than a
Exactly.
fucking score, and put and guess what? Maybe their defense plays completely different. Maybe they play the run on you the whole time, thinking you're gonna grind out the clock. Then you can put it in the second level, which we had success with.
And if Mike
You're right.
McDaniel trusted
You're right,
our
Chris. I agree
defense
with you
that
there.
much, he doesn't trust him with a 2-possession lead?
I mean, holy fuck, bro.
Take the damn
listen,
points.
bro.
There is a lot of questions on McDaniel's play calling. The last couple weeks, and I
It's not even a discussion.
and I told you, and I'm
Can I
totally
say
with you,
something real
all of
quick,
you on
man?
that on his play calls. But I'm
Yeah,
not
Q.
gonna sit. I'm not
Let
gonna
me-
sit here. I'm not gonna sit here and freaking like a little troll and
Right.
and beg
And
for his
question
job.
anything about the team because everything's
beg
going to
for
be
his
all right in
job.
your eyes.
and
Yeah,
hope
I
that he
am.
gets fired and want him fired. I'm not
Wait
gonna
till
sit
next
here-
week. No one
I'm not
said
gonna
fire
sit
the
here-
man,
But
saying
I'm-
we
I'm not
expect
gonna
better.
sit here and do that,
But let
especially
me say
when
this.
we're
Don't
4-3
worry.
right
Everything
now.
will be
Go
all
ahead,
right.
Q.
Winning record right now.
Everything will be
Okay.
all right.
Force your way
Yeah,
in
but
there,
we-
Q.
we
Go
expect-
ahead.
Hey, let me say
Okay, you have.
let me say
You're
this.
right. We do have a winning record, but guess
Not
what?
Hold on, let me
It's real
say this.
Let Q
precarious
let
right
let
now.
Q let Q cook.
say
Let
this
Q
real-
cook.
My problem is he doesn't know the flow of the game.
Thank you.
Because when he has the running game moving, he stops running and try to pass.
Thank you.
When he has the passing game moving, he tries to run. It doesn't work like
Right.
that. When
Maybe
you on
Pittsburgh
that fourth,
adjusted
when
to
that
it.
no.
Maybe
No.
their defense
It
adjusted
was
to
you're right,
stay
Q.
in the box.
It was
after
no. See, that's
Listen.
what you don't understand. The offense is based on space. They was giving space, and not stop having Jaceki run the underneath routes. That is not for him. Have a running back in that position, H back position, to run out to catch those, so he can shake
Yeah,
somebody and make
Mostert
somebody miss.
had back-to-back
Yeah.
first
Yeah,
downs.
because that's where you need to have
On the outside.
Yes, and they need to me. They need to start utilizing Jaceki. They're not utilizing nobody else on the team besides 2 players, bro. It's other people on the team. That's the problem.
They
with
threw
the
a couple
offense.
times to Gesicki. It was, I don't know. It was hit and miss with
It's-
that.
it's-
I'll look at the 22 on that. But
Is it
here's
running
the
back-
thing.
Running back, it's the running back, Tyreek or Jalen Waddle. That's all our offense has been for the last
That
3
is-
weeks.
It's not a lie.
100%.
I would submit
not
that
a
it's
lie.
been that
Listen,
way
clock
all
management
season.
and game management.
I don't know. I saw Sherfield with some nice catches out
Yeah,
there, and shout out to
Sherfield played
Sherfield.
good.
But it's more of that type of stuff I thought we were going to see out here. And I'm sorry, but it looked like early in the game, those seam routes, that second level passes right around, right what I said, 8, 9, 10 yards downfield were open in the center of the field. Then they clamped down a little bit, and we
Honestly-
answered that with runs up the gut. That didn't work. The runs to the outside kept them in the middle of the field too deep or too close up to get and stop on the outside runs. But everything else, I don't understand. I really, it was
And I'll
forced
have to
play
also,
calling.
you
a
know what,
lot.
I really
though,
think it was
you know
all
what,
Brian
though?
Flores,
There's some
man.
blame to go around
Yeah.
though when it comes to Jaceki, because once again, we see him throwing his hands up to the referee when the ball hit him in the face mask. How do you not make that catch?
But the guy
First
grabbed
thing
his
I
arm,
thought
bro.
of was
The
you
guy
got
was
it.
The guy was
the guy did grab him.
Yeah,
the guy
but
did
guess
grab him. He
what?
did get away with a little bit of a grab.
This only thing I would thank Tua for is that Tua literally handicapped the Tuanon with the argument saying he's rusty by the first drive he made. He automatically eliminated that talking point, and I want to
the
thank him
first
for
quarter
doing that.
he wasn't rusty at all.
Exactly.
I mean, he was a
so
little
they
bit.
can never use that argument of rust. He just played a bad overall game.
I will say he was off target. There was some behind, some high balls, some that went short on him and stuff like that.
Because the very first drive showed that he knew the offense, and they just schemed against him defensively, and they shut him down for the rest of the game.
Crypto, hold on, Crypto. When I go back and look at my tweets, because I tweeted throughout the whole game, and my feel, it wasn't so much Tua fucking coming up short, which he did, don't get me wrong, and he had some easy drops that could have cost us the game. That wasn't what I felt that lost us this game. It was a lot of the fucking play calling I felt that really railed the game. With the flow, back to what Q is talking about. Now, Tua could have fixed that, and that's kind of what he did earlier in the year. Again, going back to what I said going up to this week in this game, I've got questions that Mike McDaniel needs to answer. Now, Tua didn't bail him the fuck out like he did those first 3 games. Is Mike McDaniel holding this fucking team back? Because I'm telling you right now, this team is star-studded on offense, and we expect better.
No, he ain't
fucking
holding it
football.
back. He's just
Green.
He's probably a little win over his head the further in the
green.
season we get.
I get it that he's green, and I'm willing to give him some growth. But
settled.
bro, we are talking about we think
we wanted and we settled. That's what
we
happened.
did settle, and I'm telling you what, I feel like he thinks we're a team that can throttle in the middle of fucking games at times. Fuck that. Gas this bitch down until we're up 4 or 5 fucking scores. Then you can start thinking you're tricky enough to throttle around on motherfuckers. We are not the Kansas City Chiefs, not fucking yet. And you certainly aren't playing like it. Because I watched the Chiefs today beat the dog shit out of the Niners when the Niners had all the momentum until they turned around and were losing by 3 fucking touchdowns. So I don't want to see this type of play calling thinking you're Andy Reid. When Andy Reid took 40 fucking years to make. I'm just saying, to me,
football.
When I watched this game and the energy moved, we should have beat the dog shit out of them, just like everybody predicted the way we were rolling out. You immediately tried to do some bullshit, then you tried to capture little moments of sparks. Fuck that, bro.
Yeah,
fuck that. I'm sorry.
Dropped a 40 burger on him.
Should have, bro. The way we were coming out high,
I'm never
it looked
gonna
like Tua
ever
was going to settle
forecast that
in.
ever again.
I won't forecast it anymore.
This
until
is
this
never.
coach
I'm never
and the
going
play
to live
calling
on the
gets
field.
fucking better, bro.
I thought we was going to at least score like 24 points.
I mean, bro, 16
Wow.
points. Listen, I'm happy we won again. And I'm even
They
happier
should
that
just
it was
call us
Noah
the Miami
Igbenogany.
16.
The other team also earns a paycheck as well. So
It's
we
the
have
truth,
to start
TD.
acknowledging that.
I've been saying it. Mike play call. No, look, Tua had some shitty fucking rust to kick off. And if he, again, we made this very clear color. Rust ain't the fucking ordeal. We're not gonna let that be the excuse. And
No.
Pittsburgh's defense dropping those plays, it definitely cost them the game. And then the interception that their quarterback took. Look, the defense won, guys. That's easy to say. The gripe we have here is we had offense moving, but we didn't have offense execution later on. And I mean, to me, the feel of it was piss poor fucking clock management, play calls, bad runs. Next thing you know, we're in 3rd and long. I'm turning around. It's 3rd and long. And now you're going to try to hit that 10-yard pass you've been crushing them with all fucking day. They can now protect.
I wish we would just get rid of Edmonds.
It's another square peg in a round hole from Mike McDaniel, and he needs to clean his fucking shit up, bro. When shit's working, it's working. Stop doing it, bro.
Yeah. Hey, did Waddle do enough for you guys to forgive him?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I never really was too hard on Waddle in that way.
No, but the fan base, like a lot of the fan people were saying, what the fuck's Waddle doing? You know, I've heard people asking for him to be traded and stuff.
That's
like
ridiculous stuff, Ali. Yeah, man.
Yeah, or that he lost us that
understand.
game. I don't think so.
He did everything you asked him to do today. I don't know if he could have done anything else, you know?
The only thing he could have done was score a touchdown, but, you know, the play calling didn't allow him to, I guess.
Spot on, TD. Consistently inconsistent. Same guy, same offense.
So if you're gonna sit here and tell me that his worst performance was 261 yards, 1 touchdown, and 0 interceptions,
how many touchdowns you said?
1 touchdown, 0 picks, 261 yards.
Could have been very easily 3 interceptions though.
Why don't you look at Josh Allen's performance against us a couple weeks ago and tell me how many missed interceptions he threw?
So now a subpar QB performance is good enough for you, right, Alex?
Yeah, Alex, you're measuring down, bro. We don't want to measure down.
That performance uncorrected will end up being a blowout loss once again.
I want you to take something what I just said into real consideration right now, all of you guys. Okay. I
don't like Josh Allen, so stop using Josh Allen.
261 yards with 1 touchdown, no picks. And that is his worst performance of the year right now.
Josh Allen lives on the lows of his legs, being mobility, and moving out of the pocket.
Alex, that's a typical Tua performance over the span of his 3-year career.
Over his career, yeah. That's what he's been averaging over his career.
That's the Tua you see greatness in. And just like the argument you're trying to make now.
It's only Tua that does this, right?
It's not. It's not.
No, of course not.
Jared Goff does it too. Jared Goff does it.
This is the same stuff that you say.
Quarterback from the Bears does that.
No quarterback does that.
Justin Fields does it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of quarterbacks that do it. None that I'd be happy with. I'd be honest.
The only difference between Pickett and Tua today is that our defense held on to his interceptions.
That ain't no lie.
That's the only difference.
And on that last one,
the only difference between Kenny Pickett's performance and Tua today is the fact that our defense held on to the interceptions and theirs didn't.
Hey, I'll
That's
take
the only
ugly
difference.
Loss any day. I'm out, you guys. You have a good night. Bless all y'all.
Thanks, brother. We'll see you. Listen, I'd rather be having this conversation with a W because at least now they got a week to fix stuff. If we have the metaphorical rust or the bad play calling, it definitely without a doubt looked like Tyreek Hill and Tua were having some connection problems. But still, it was no excuses. It's week
after the first
7. It's week 7. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. Don't tell me what you can't do. Don't tell me how the cake is made. Give me a fucking piece of cake. All right? I'm fucking starving around here, and I'm sorry. This is supposed to be our primetime coming out party.
It was lack of coaching adjustments as the game went along.
And really,
it seems to me like McGenius is starting to get figured out, my opinion.
Damn, bro. I hope not.
Yeah, I think so. People,
and that Robert Saleh.
People watch film.
Robert Saleh showed in his defense how to beat that system, and it's been a copycat league. And I'm gonna take a look back on the film at that. Jay, what's happening?
We were talking about this in the car on the way home.
No.
It looks like if McDaniel may be under pressure from inside the organization, it looks like he is trying to push. Again, he's under pressure to produce points, and somehow he's scheming himself out of success here. You know,
I think y'all overreacting, man.
That's a good word.
Y'all acting like the Steelers don't play good defense.
Don't stop the nonsense. You guys are trying to trash the Steelers prior to going in the game. You guys were saying that the Steelers was a JV squad coming into this league, talking about how bad their defense was and all this other stuff. Stop the nonsense. Don't try to give them credit now after the fact because they made our offense look pedestrian. Don't stop the nonsense. No, I'm not buying this nonsense. No, I'm not going to be gaslit because you guys trying to tell us that the Steelers was trash. They was a JV-like squad going into this game, how bad they cornerbacks were, how bad they linebackers were, how slow their offense was.
Hold on, Jay. I'll get you, dog. All right, Crypto, listen. I haven't heard Jay.
Backdoor credit because they made our offense look pedestrian. I'm not buying it.
Crypto, let Jay have his point. I didn't hear Jay say a fucking thing about anything you just said, so let him just have his point, please.
Yeah, man.
He didn't say nothing.
Listening to, man, about saying that Pittsburgh is a JV squad, don't know football because apparently they haven't been watching the Steelers. The Steelers they've been winning. Even though you look at their record, it looked bad, but they just shut Tom Brady down last week. So you
Tom
gotta
Brady's
get
playing like
Mike
trash
Tomlin.
anyways, by the way.
Hey, yo,
Can I
man,
say
gotta
something,
give
Cap?
Mike Tomlin.
Did you
give
see
Mike
Tom Brady's
Tomlin
performance today?
Credit, man.
Look like
Hey,
he's
yo.
ready to hang it up.
Hey, yo, man. Hey, dude. Yeah, but Miami only put up 16 points, and they almost lost to the Steelers. So if you want to say it like that, you got to reflect on Miami then. That tells a lot about Miami then.
Yeah, can I say something here?
That's kind of our point, Jay. Go ahead,
That's the whole
Kahari.
thing.
Listen, it's 3
The
years now, guys.
The
I'm
Steelers
seeing
is
in the
nice,
I'm seeing
man.
hold on. I'm seeing in the chat room all this stuff about negativity after a win. But come on, man. I mean, when is this offense going to produce the kind of points that they've been talking about? How long do you want us to wait for offensive production? Come on, it's not about being negative. It's about this
Kahari.
offense fulfilling what it's promised. What is this promise to be? Because listen, we're not going to beat good teams going at it like this, man.
Kahari, I love defense. Defense is my favorite
Kahari.
part
That's
in
the whole
football,
point. That's
Kahari.
where the
I gotta be
anxiety's
real.
coming from.
If it were up to me, I would win every game by defense. Defensive fucking pick sixes, sacks, fucking whatever, anything to get points. That's my favorite part of football, to be honest. I've always loved defense, had a big affinity for it. But I know that ain't going to know way to win, especially in the playoffs. Now, you need one or two things when you have a defense that is so fire. You need a quarterback that doesn't turn the ball over and can deliver stuff and things like that and stuff. But you got to score points. And typically, a lot of times when you have this type of defense, it really reflects when you have an awesome running back. But I'm sorry, but the money was spent for this team this year on us being a high-flying power attack. The best wide receiver duo. Gonna hit 20-plus yard plays. Big-time touchdowns. Yak. Drunk on yak. We're getting the fucking yards. We're getting even some of the stats. We are not getting the motherfucking points, bro. And we ain't gonna win shit scoring 16 to 20 points a fucking year. I don't give a damn. That means you gotta have the best defense in the league. And I'm sorry, we've had one of the best defenses in the league and still didn't score enough points to make a difference. We needed to make this shift this offseason, and we did, and we're still seeing what I've been seeing.
Look at the chat. Cap. Go to KC's comment in the chat. Wait till we open it up in the playoffs, and that's when we open up the real playbook.
Listen,
and,
wow.
I don't know about
that. I'll take the remaining 10 games.
Once again,
I'll take 10 ugly wins.
I understand how Jim Jones was able to convince those poor kids to drink the Kool-Aid. But listen to the Dolphins fan base.
I'll take 10 ugly wins, but that still doesn't change the fact that our offense fucking sucks. And if you call that negativity, so be it. I'll take 10 ugly wins, but don't tell me that what you're seeing is chicken sauce when it's chicken shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's chicken shit offense. That's what it is.
And Carla, I love you, Carla, but yes, Tua's 4-1, but the team is 4-3. And now listen. Hell, if Tua's in every game and we got to grind out ugly fucking games all year and we grind our way into a fucking Super Bowl, hell yeah, dog. And a win one, great. I don't see the run game, power offensive run game that shows that. That ain't even the type of style of team. The type of style of team they're trying to be is a high-flying power. And that has to... That I'm saying, bro.
Carla can say that.
Try to tell me
you put up this type of performance against the Kansas City Chiefs, we lose 50-3.
Bro, these offenses can sling up fucking 48 points a game. Where the hell's that for me, bro? And I get it. Yes, Baltimore, I got it. But why do I always gotta live with something?
Did it seem like we were just we came out and we were on fire?
Oh my God, Thomas! It was like we were with our heads on fire out there.
We started.
We were unstoppable in the first quarter,
running the rock. And then it seemed like they started to
it was all scripted. That's why.
Edmonds and
they completely started
throttling. The first 15 games is scripted.
It was scripted. That's why we look good.
We look fired.
We look good every game. Honestly, the first 15 plays of every game.
Tua can't get the job done off script. That's what the problem is.
That's what it looks like, Lewis.
For the last 4 years, we did good on the first drive.
I gotta say something about that, Kahari and Lewis.
Even when we was freaking 4-11 going into Gillette Stadium.
But not just about Tua after 15 scripted plays, but how about those? Oh my God,
I'm
Alex! I don't
gonna
want to
give
hear that.
I'm
That
a-
team was the
I'm gonna give
32nd ranked fucking offensive passing or defensive passing team, dude. That's just a fact. They were sucking in the back end. That's
I'm gonna
it.
Give credit.
I don't give credit to them. I credit me and me alone, dog. Fuck motherfucking credit, bro. El Capitan credit only, and I ain't giving shit to them. Fuck them. We beat them. They
This game
suck.
is not about long term. It's
how-
about a
did you see how
3-hour
wide
window. What
open
can
the
you
middle
do
of the
within the
field was at the
3-hour
beginning
window
of the
that's
game?
given to you on Sunday?
Did you see how wide open the middle of the field was at the beginning of the game?
Yeah,
Pittsburgh
when they
was
were in
playing
fucking
zone.
zone.
That's correct.
And then
That
when
is
they
correct.
switched,
Wide
your
open.
quarterback
Then
couldn't
what
get the
happened?
job done.
And then as soon as they made adjustments, they
Your
took away the
quarterback
middle of the
couldn't get the
field.
job, and your quarterback
They
didn't
did.
get the job done. That's what happened.
But
That's
I'll tell you
what
this
happened.
right now. I'll tell you this right now. Tua's been the best quarterback we had in years.
That's cap.
Okay, so don't
No,
say
that's
so
cap.
don't quote.
Wait a minute. He's better than Tannehill?
He's not better than Tannehill.
Damn right, better than Tannehill. I'll tell you
No,
that.
he's
Wow.
not.
Tannehill had no
No, he's
pocket
not.
presence.
No, he's not.
Tua was better. Tua was better than Tannehill.
Oh, open
I
up
agree,
that can of
Alex.
worms.
No,
he
he's
ain't
not.
better.
No,
he
he's
ain't the
not.
best quarterback on the roster.
Wait a minute. He's better than
Oh
Tannehill.
my
God.
He's not better than
He's not the
Tannehill.
best quarterback in the roster. Get the fuck
Yes,
out
he
of here
is.
with that bullshit, man.
Oh yeah,
He's
okay,
not.
okay. Hey, did your wife?
Can I say something to that? Can I say something to
Did
that
your
real
wife
quick?
fall asleep? Did
I
your wife fall
gotta
asleep,
say
Alex?
something.
Fuck
I
out
want
of
to
here
talk to
with that
Mrs.
bullshit.
Diaz. I want to talk
Tannehill
to
had
Mrs.
worse
Diaz.
weapons than Tua his first 3 years in the league. He made Brian Hartline look like a superstar. He made Jarvis Landry get paid. And you guys are saying he's not the best quarterback since Dan Marino. You smoking crack.
Game manager.
You smoking crack.
Game
Game
You
manager.
smoking
Motherfucker
crack.
couldn't manage a game. He could bail you
To
out of
me,
some
yeah.
shit, but he couldn't
No,
manage
he's
the fuck out of no
Tannehill has
game.
earned his due,
Alex,
man.
I'm
He
gonna say
took his
making
team
the
to the
wrong
championship
argument.
before.
Alex, you're making the wrong argument. The best you can say about Tua this game is that he was rusty. Okay, I might accept a rust argument from
You can't accept it because of the first drive, KP.
Well, that's the scripted stuff.
This
He's
is
good
this
on scripted
team.
stuff.
There should have been at least 3 interceptions in this game.
Hey, I was there. I saw it.
Three.
I
That
saw
is
it live in
correct.
full
Well, who
color.
just said that? 3 interceptions.
At least
Could've been
three.
5. At
That's
least.
wrong. It was 5. What are you
It
talking
was
about?
actually 5.
At least 3 were right in their hands.
Oh yeah, yeah, in that sense, yeah.
They
But
were
yeah,
all
5
in
was
their
what you call it. Yeah, that
It
was.
looked like Tua was
Oh
throwing to
God.
the fucking Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's a good thing that the Steelers defense don't play offense.
Oh, thank fuck, bro. They were rusty. That's for sure.
Maybe the Steelers defense was rusty.
That's what I'm saying. Thank good they're rusty.
I
Started
don't know.
raining.
Tua's like the
Started
fucking-
raining. All that salt out there. Everybody was rusty. Listen, we got salty Tua, and then he rained, and then we got rusty Tua. That sucks.
I don't know. He's the luckiest fucking quarterback I know. That's all I
I'm going to
know.
enjoy my victory. I'm going to
He's the
enjoy my
10
victory,
Woodsman.
Okay?
I
I'm
don't
gonna
get it.
enjoy my
I mean,
victory.
they can't.
Go
it's
enjoy
like-
that victory.
I don't know.
Go enjoy that
They're
16
seeing
points
boomerangs
fucking
coming
game,
at them. I
Alex.
don't know.
Hey, Alex,
Man, this is
Alex,
something
I will say
else.
this. The only way we start a 5-game winning streak was a win tonight. So hopefully next week shit starts getting a little
If
bit
you have the
fucking better.
same, I'll tell you what.
Because I'll tell you what, we have the same type of football game next week. I don't think we make it out. And that's not because the
we don't make
fucking
it out
Lions
alive
scare me or
in next
anything
week
like
if we
that.
play
I
this type
believe
of
this.
game.
I believe this defense can beat a lot of football teams.
Because
But dude,
Detroit
we ain't
does
going,
know
we
how
ain't
to
going
put up
any
points.
further than we have the last 2 years with 9 and 10 wins, not getting into the playoffs because of the defense.
That's defense talk. I was just trying to help Alex out with his badass arguments. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe in that rust crap either.
Yeah, we ain't playing the rust. We just trying to, we know that the rust is coming. That's why we're getting out in front of it, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
if I keep calling the rust out and then squashing it immediately.
I never once said Russ played a factor in tonight's game. I never once.
No. Kahari
No, but we
said
know
it. No,
we
Kahari
know
did
who's
it.
going to be leading that charge, though, Alex. We already know.
I was trying to help you, Alex.
I never once said
Who
Russ.
has the 30
I
burger
never
for
once
next
said
week?
Russ.
Not me, dog.
Who
I
has
never
the
said
30
Russ.
burgers?
Hell,
Is there any more
Russ
30
played a
burgers?
factor.
unless we talking
came
about
up
the
here-
Chiefs or Bills, maybe.
Hold on. I even came up here saying that Tua did not play at his best tonight. Okay,
He played like fucking trash. Is what he played like.
First of all, I'm not even going to go that far to play like trash.
Of course
okay?
you won't, because you're a fucking you're a homer with fucking orange and fucking aqua fucking sunglasses on. That's
Did you just call him a two-sexual? Did you just say he's a homo and two-sexual? No, I heard you wrong. Don't be that mean, dog, to Alex. Come on now, stop.
Jeez, love you, Alex.
I love Alex. I like Mrs. Diaz, Alex. I like to get Mrs. Diaz on here a couple more times, man. That was great. Make sure
that was
you
good. Let me ask
She
you
gave a
something.
good analysis.
Is it me or is it like when Tua
did Lewis
plays,
just call me a
defense
homo?
falls out for him? For some
No, it said
reason?
Tuanon.
I don't know.
Tua
No,
sexual.
a homo? No, I didn't call you a homo.
No,
I
he said
a
you're
homo.
Tua sexual.
No, he did not. Homer. He called you Homer.
Yeah, I was just playing around with the
Homer
word,
with
guys.
your Tua aqua and orange is what he said.
Homer.
No. Everybody
Like
knows that ain't the rule.
Homer.
No.
Homer, as in Homer Simpson.
Yeah, Homer Simpson.
Lewis knows I would never call. Lewis knows I would never call him any names because I have respect for that
You
man.
called me an idiot the other day. What are you talking
about? No. First of all, Lewis.
Hey, it's late night YouTube,
Lewis,
Alex. Come on now. Gotta give us a little bit of space.
I said that you sound like an idiot, and I meant, and I said at the beginning.
Let me rephrase it.
I said
you
no
sound like
disrespect
a
to you.
homer that wears fucking aqua and orange sunglasses. You sound like one, Alex. What are we talking about here?
I even said no disrespect.
Wow.
I like salty. I need salty fucking Lewis throwing the football out here, dog. God bless it, bro. Lewis, get on this motherfucking field, bro, and straighten these bitches out, please, dog.
Let me tell you something right now. I can't be no worse than fucking Tua. I can promise you that. I can't be no fucking worse.
Hey Nando.
I think I need another batch of popcorn.
Hold on, but we ain't gonna beat many teams playing like that, bro. We trying to look long term.
We were fortunate that we were playing the Steelers.
Exactly, they're one of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah, we were fortunate. We yeah.
Oh man, that shit was
the
fucking
schedule
awesome.
makers, the football gods and the schedule makers handed us one good one.
Hey, Cap, the other night that was fire. Where you had the good against the bad. That was awesome. You got to do that again.
Yeah, we definitely gonna do that. You know what? I'm gonna make that a Monday thing because it's Monday Overreaction Monday. I know we're doing it late at night.
Yeah,
right
that was awesome, man.
But we'll have to do a good and a bad fucking thing Monday Overreaction because something tells me tomorrow's Monday Overreaction's gonna be fucking insane.
That's gonna be.
I'm gonna have to drink. I'm gonna have to fucking stop at like Dunkin' Donuts and get jacked up.
I need to go to the liquor store
bro.
and pick up me some vodka or something.
Shit. Speaking of which, it's getting late now.
Guys,
Damn.
guys.
Yeah.
Guys, look in the private chat.
What am I looking at?
Guys, what did you guys say about McDaniel's decision not to kick that field goal in the third quarter?
I found it to be very pretentious, and I found it to be very.
Congratulations, Alex.
I gotta be honest. He shouldn't have done that. He should have just taken some points, and if he would have, who knows how this game would have been called defensively for them. It really put the momentum in there. It really put them in momentum in that way. So I got to be honest, man. It was not a smart decision. And again, he made those blunders these past 2 weeks. I thought, okay, maybe Tua comes in and changes that for him. But God bless it, bro.
Tua almost didn't bail him out.
That's why
almost didn't bail him out. Tua almost put a couple nails in his coffin for him.
I think he's
almost
under
put a
pressure
couple
with somebody in the front office telling him,
what, Kahari, the more you say
offensive...
it, the more I like hearing it, dog. Because I got to tell you, you're winning me over on that shit right now, bro. Because why would he do that?
He's thinking with his balls instead of with his mind. I can imagine a scenario where at halftime he stood up and talked to his players and said, "Listen, fuck field goals. We're gonna score points in the second half. We're not kicking no more goddamn field goals," to hype his players up. But why would you even take that approach if you're not under the pressure to show that you can score touchdowns? I think somebody's in his head about the offensive production that he promised.
Well,
and,
you know what, Kahari? There might be something to it because
clouding his judgment on the situation of football.
I'm sure he knew that the weeks that he was off without Tua was going to be the real litmus test of the grit of what kind of coach he was. And he didn't have a good showing, and then now Tua coming back, you might be right. He felt the pressure too. It is a primetime game. Last time we were in primetime on Thursday night, went pretty bad with the quarterback injury. I didn't think it was a terrible play calling night for him though. But ever since that, I'll tell you what, is it Robert Saleh got in his head
Did Robert Saleh and the Jets come by and fucking draft in our momentum and steal it from Mike McDaniel? Because it really feels like shit ain't been going right since that day. And Mike McDaniel's offense is getting stifled by these defenses. And I don't know. I got to look more at the all 22. But
maybe we're putting too much pressure on him, though. He's a first-year coach, and he's learning these lessons.
Listen, he's the one that took that job, Kahari. Well, and you know what? I got to be real. I didn't want a first-time head coach. I'm game. I like the guy. I think he's a great human and everything. I think he can do some stuff. But I knew what type of pressure was going to be put on this coach. And
does anybody agree with Dolphin Fett's comment in the chat?
What do you say?
I didn't hear it.
Tua's great game. This is.
We are 4-0 with Tua. He had an okay performance, a legendary performance, a great performance. Now he has a subpar performance. Let's just be happy we got the W and the subpar performance for thus far. Okay. Now, all right.
Legendary performance?
No. He's talking about he had an okay performance week 1, a legendary performance week 2 with the comeback in the fourth quarter, a great performance in week 3 against Buffalo, coming back when he got injured. Now, they didn't have a lot of offensive snaps, but he did do pretty good, and now this is what he would call a subpar performance. I can give that some fairness in that way, but I got to be honest. Listen, he's not going to win many football games by being what he has been, inconsistent. It seems like there's some bad throws in bunches when they come, and that could fucking
to a legendary quarter, not legendary performance.
Yeah. My thing is this.
Or how about legendary comeback or legendary fourth quarter or something like that? I can live with that.
I'll take those ugly wins every day of the week, but don't turn around and try to tell me that the quarterback is great. Don't try to tell me he's the greatest thing since Swiss cheese, because that is the lie. I'll take the win. The win is great. I hope we make it to the playoffs with that win. But don't turn around and tell me that Tua is the greatest fucking quarterback.
Swiss cheese, bro.
No, we're gonna get provolone cheese or some pepper jack. Pepper jack.
I'll take some give me some pepper jack, bro, right now, dog. Give me some pepper jack first.
I agree. We ain't about to give him a big old fucking contract. I can tell you that.
No,
Tua left the receipts at home.
Not yet.
Tua left the receipts at home, apparently.
TD, I was looking for him in the stadium. I didn't see no receipts on the ground. I didn't see no receipts.
Must have left his wallet there, too, because he couldn't buy himself nothing.
So
the receipts are in the public parking lot.
On your question, so
Swiss cheese is nasty.
You know, if we take
no, Alex, it's provolone.
I'm trying to hear color here.
Provolone is nasty.
We go up by 2 scores, and that would absolutely, first of all, deflate their defense. And secondly, it might put pressure on them to try to press too hard. And then that's when we could have, the score really could get out of hand after that.
Agree, Color.
That was exactly what situational football is what you got to do. That's part of coaching.
Play smart fucking football and go up.
Their rookie quarterback probably throws 4 interceptions. We probably have 5 or 6 sacks if we put them behind by 2 scores in the second half, because they're going to have to press at that point.
Let me ask you guys a question.
He did get 3 picks.
Let me ask you guys a question. Now, Brian Burns might be on the train. Is most likely on the train block.
He's not. They want 2 first-rounders, and they turn that down, bro. Brian Burns ain't going.
No way.
No, but Brian Burns ain't going nowhere. No, I wouldn't trade. I wouldn't trade fucking 2 first-rounders for nobody right now until I'm waiting, because I might have to move off of a lot of shit at the end of this year. I don't know. There's a lot of unanswered questions about my football team. I ain't doing shit but getting more picks at this point.
I'll trade 2 first-rounders for Brian Flores.
And Cap, that's the most disappointing thing about this win, Cap. It really doesn't give us any answers going forward.
No,
Lou's going all out.
Actually, we remember last week we were complaining about the penalties, right? We were complaining about the penalties last week.
We had too many damn penalties this game.
Yeah, we were.
They did.
How about the fact that they were very disciplined today?
We had 5 or
no.
I wasn't screaming.
What do you mean? It's just that we made up for those penalties with big plays.
I will say this: it wasn't as many, and they weren't like overwhelmingly costly penalties.
Right, they weren't fatal penalties this time.
Actually, the Steelers had some big ones. They had some fatal penalties.
I think we had, but it wasn't as bad as last week. It was not as bad as last week.
But it still was bad though, man.
Yeah, but the thing was, the Steelers were driving. It was 3rd down and 1, and they had 2 costly penalties. It was 3rd and 16 that killed one of their drives. So that we dodged a bullet on that one.
His fan base, Kahari, is we
That
step
was
up
on the
from
Holland pick, Crypto.
we step up from
that was on the Holland pick that led to the Holland pick, right?
From rabbit turds to
Them
dog
2 picks,
turds.
yeah.
And we think that we're like doing better.
Yeah, I thought Holland.
Right, brother. Right.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna take it all the way back.
A shit sandwich to a shit milk sage. Oh, man.
But then they say the person dropping the turd is helping us by.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? That's the bullshit I can't stand.
Kari, here's another thing, and this is
yes, sir.
one maybe that I think that could actually turn around his career. And I'm not talking about Tua. I'm talking about maybe Noah. Do you think that this interception gives him confidence going forward?
You know what?
Sure.
Now we're talking some positive shit. Thank you. Now we're talking some positives around here. How about Noah?
It felt like the New England when we closed out the game against New England last year on the first week when we got that interception.
Great. Confidence is great, and it might press him to play better through the rest of his career, but his career will be judged by his performance on the field. Confidence is an intangible thing, right? It can come, it can go. Yeah. I'm hoping that it motivates him to be a better player, but he was also in some bad positions tonight too. And
yes,
on a couple of plays, he paid the price too. But he came up in the clutch with a clutch play. Thank you, Noah. Thank you, Brian Flores, for drafting Noah. It helped us win this game. But we'll see what Noah does from this point. From this point on, I'm not crowning Noah. I'm not gonna crown Noah like y'all are crowning Tua.
No,
you know what
I'm not. No, we're not.
No, we're not crowning.
You guys
Noah.
know I never crowned Tua when I first came in this panel tonight. I never crowned Tua because I even said he did not have a good game tonight. Okay,
you've been crowning him. You've been crowning him.
But I tell you this: the confidence going forward, I think it gives Noah. Now I'm going to say this on the touchdown that Deontay Johnson. The touchdown of Deontay Johnson, I thought he was actually
Noah was in good position. Yeah, it was a great throw and a good catch by Noah didn't play that bad. Noah didn't play bad. In fact, he won us this game. Hope he can build from this. We'll see though. We'll see.
All right, guys, I gotta get going. If you guys don't know, I put in the chat the reason why that I have to go. But you guys have a great night. God bless you guys. You guys are all my boys. Love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
Congratulations, Alex. Congratulations.
All day, every day, Alex, man. Peace out, bro.
Thanks, man.
Be good,
same
Alex.
time, same place next week.
Definitely.
It's my quarterback.
Damn, KP. I thought you were going to say same place, same points next week. I was going to say, God damn.
I hope I'm wrong, though. Listen,
I'm playing that meme every time Alex leaves from now on, man.
Hey, Lewis, man. Lewis, I must be an idiot because I'm eternally hopeful for this team to improve, for Tua to improve, for us to be better. I want the Dolphins to be better. But I just hate when you point out objectively places that they can be better, people want to call you a fucking hater. That's the fucking shit I hate. You know what I'm saying?
Tailgate.
Exactly. Exactly. We want this team to improve and become a winner. And we won tonight. God bless us. God bless Noah. God bless Tua. God bless everybody on the team. But we need to be better, man. We're not going to win many more games playing at the level we're playing at. And it's characteristic. It's characteristic of how we've been playing all season. We're inefficient, 100%. Man, in our approach, 100%. Man. We're not clicking at all 5 cylinders, man.
I'll tell you what, Aquavision made a good point in the chat. We got a damn really good fucking punter going here.
Yeah, man, our punter's the man. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely put some balls out there, yeah.
Yeah, he's changed field position for us, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That was much needed because if he doesn't, a competent offense goes down the field and take advantage of that.
I agree with Carla in the chat. Tua is our leader. He is our leader also to a 16-point average this season. That's what he's leading. That's what he leads.
Exactly.
I agree, Carla, 100%.
See, Carla says he's our leader, but then she doesn't want our leader to take any responsibility. As soon as something goes wrong, it's always somebody else's fault. That's why I can't stand commenters like Carla.
I
Because
haven't
she's
heard
not
from
fair.
Brian Walker, number 45, strong safety, J. Tony Pepperoni there yet.
Yes. I'll keep it concise. Guys, who do you want us to take a run at the trade deadline? That's all I want to. know. Realistic.
Lamar Jackson.
I knew it.
That's not realistic. That's not realistic.
Like shit the last 3 weeks.
Well, he did survive a game today. They almost blew another fourth quarter lead, so he might be on the trade block. He might be viable.
Lewis couldn't get that comment out fast enough. Lamar Jackson. Baby.
Oh,
but that's not realistic. So no, you guys are coming up with no names.
How can we measure
what's that
whether
guy
or not
everybody's
it's
talking about
realistic?
from Carolina?
Tyreek Hill wasn't realistic coming to the Dolphins until he became a Dolphin.
Listen, Shelley's been
That's a
solid
huge
at right
difference.
tackle. Little is looking good at right tackle, but I still think this O-line is one O-lineman short. We got a hole up in the middle there. I don't want to put it all on Eichenberg, but if we can upgrade that position, I'll take it. You know, if you bring in Moten, maybe you can slide one of these guys inside into that left guard position, and maybe that is the glue we need. But I think we're one lineman short. I think we're a power back short too. If we can pick up a power back from somewhere.
There's no sense we keep Mike Gesicki anymore. I don't think he fits in at all.
No. Mike Gesicki fits. We just don't use him.
Just don't use him, right?
The coach don't use him and
It's the
scheme
scheme.
him open. Right.
Don't scheme, right.
They
It's
don't
the
use
scheme
him. They're
that's not
stuck
giving
on
them
Mike
ball.
Gesicki's fucking blocking.
They're not going to fire McDaniel. I mean, he's going to be here for probably at least 2 years.
Yeah, well, that's where they're fucking up.
If they don't hold him accountable for incompetence, he's got to be on a short leash based on how Stephen Ross acts.
I don't know why the fuck he didn't kick the field goal to make it a 9-point game.
Yeah, that was just a
fucking
idiotic
dumbass.
decision.
That's
It
why.
just
that
doesn't
was
make
just-
any sense.
Because that almost blew up in his face real quick.
Man,
It would have never
imagine
came down to
being-
that last drive.
I don't want to be negative, but can you imagine being Javon Holland making that play and then we turn around and lose that game? I'd go ballistic in the locker room if I'm Javon Holland
Right.
and lose that game.
100%, KP,
Right, because that's
100%,
supposed to have
KP.
been the game sealing.
That's
Yeah.
a game-changing play, game-winning play there, you know? But then he has to bring his ass out and save us again, even though it was Noah, you know?
Well, they say that you learn how to make good decisions by making bad ones, so hopefully McDaniel will learn.
I'm willing to give him that grace. But, you know, but we can call him an idiot now, you know? Hopefully he learns. If he learns,
I just got a feeling that one of these timeouts that he keeps calling, it's gonna fucking catch up to us. It hasn't yet, but it's going to. Where we're gonna need it, and we ain't gonna have enough timeouts to stop a drive to get the ball back. It's just a matter of time. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Or he's going to try to get two. He's going to try to get two cues.
Compound the mistake by having by wasting all of that time to have two of the same play.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're going to make that decision, you can't come up with any other play in the playbook for your second play.
And it's funny.
The other thing, Color,
I
is
love,
he
I
called
love
the timeout. There was 11 seconds on the play clock when he
I
called
love
it.
I love living in the chat. Mudbone in the chat. Flores' pom-poms left all over the stadium wet with all the Tua hater tears. You're absolutely wrong. And let me explain to you why. Because I'm one of those people that left the stadium. And the only wet wipes I seen was Tua from Tua in this offense. Because it was Flores' defense that won this fucking game tonight. Mudbone. I don't know what game you were watching, but that was Flores' defense that won the fucking game. It had nothing to do.
Flores draft pick.
It had nothing to do with your quarterback, your head
It
coach,
wasn't
or none
drafted.
of this offense whatsoever.
So
that's
one way
why
or
I love
another,
living in the chat.
Flores did have an influence on this game one way or another.
Oh,
huh?
Flores won
That's
this game
why I
tonight.
said, Crypto, Flores still won the medieval jousting tournament. God has decided.
Yeah, he won this game tonight.
Flores' defense won this game tonight.
100%.
Right, dude. Exactly.
One way or the other.
Yeah, one way or another. He was up in the booth and he still had influence on the game.
He was smiling ear to ear when Holland made that interception.
Remember, and again, I hate
Yeah, he
bringing up
was.
other
He probably
people's-
was.
I hate bringing up other people's shows and stuff when I'm on another man's show. But there's another YouTuber that I was on during the off season before the season started, and I said, you know how they start this team? Because there was a narrative that there were certain people coming out. We just have an offense. No one's going to be able to stop. We're going to be
tailgate.
Yeah. And I told people, it's different when, because I hate playing, especially with the team. I know Byron's out, but I said, you know how you stop the Miami Dolphins? You play press man to man, and it's nothing about the receivers. I know you're going to get beat a lot of times if you play press man to man on us, right? But when I said it's because Tua can't play against press man to man.
Yeah, he can't be consistent enough.
He can't be consistent.
Right, be consistent
So you know
enough
how
to
you
beat it.
stop Brian Flores adjusted, right? The first 15, 20 plays, everything scripted. They set in the zone. Tua's going to pick you apart. As soon as they seen press man-to-man coverage coming across the board, now that our receivers weren't getting open, it's that the ball placement that you seen that everybody raves about Tua, those were a little bit shaky when it was press man-to-man. Those balls that were wide open where he's hitting people in zones, running wide open in the middle of the field, when it's press man-to-man and everybody's right there on your receiver's hips, why did the offense stall then? Why? Explain
And his decision making was terrible.
Exactly, KP. This is what I'm saying. You want to know
to the point that he was able to pitch a shutout.
The blueprint is
in the second half.
how you beat and you slow down the Miami Dolphins.
Hey, people watch film. It's a copycat league.
Here's
That's
what it is. Here's what it is. Anytime it's third and short or third and we need a first down, he is locking in on Tyreek. He's not looking at anybody else. There were 2 or 3 plays tonight where
Hey guys, one positive thing out of this is that he had a pretty clean pocket most of the game, man.
Yeah, offensive line gave him some time.
Yeah, they gave
for the most part, on average,
And let's give Tua credit. Let's give Tua credit. He negotiated that pocket beautifully. He stepped up in the pocket beautifully, but then again, failed to deliver quality balls to receivers consistently. Consistently. Okay? But he negotiated the pocket beautifully, man. His footwork, he stepped up.
They gave him a pretty
For the
clean
most part, the
pocket.
offensive line did play okay. They didn't play like trash. Offensive line was good.
Yeah. That guy Hayward was non-existent. They couldn't put pressure on him at all, man. I mean, they barely got a hand on Tua tonight. But
I wonder what his pressure percentage. His pressure percentage had to be in the teens. I wonder what it was.
Yeah,
Hey,
he
holy
couldn't
shit!
connect
I
with his
saw
receivers.
Eichenberg make a block downfield for fucking one of the Mostert runs. That was a shocker.
Yeah,
actually made a fucking block downfield.
That was the Dolphins. Man.
Nando talk. But you see what's happening here, Nando talk? We can give Tua for credit for the stuff he did well, right? But at the same time, we also need to have enough maturity to talk about the stuff he does poorly, Nando talk. And that is not negativity. That's called being objective, bro.
Yeah, objective, absolutely.
That doesn't make you a hater. Okay, but that's the thing. People, you can't have a mature discussion about the guys on our team because someone's getting their freaking feelings hurt.
Kahari, if you stand on your head, then we scored 61 points, man.
Yeah, I guess with the Miami weed that
God damn, Color. I like your style, Color. I like how
with
you
the IPA, the Miami
like
brew, with the Miami brew. That must be so.
That's why I let Lewis rant and rave because he had the right to tonight, and I have nothing to come back on him on this.
I've been fucking right, Thomas. I've been fucking right.
Again, Nando talk. Listen, Nando talk. I will take the 10 remaining games as ugly wins. I'll take 10 wins just like that and be a happy Dolphin fan. But don't turn around and tell me that Tua is winning the game for us. Don't lie to me and tell me that.
Don't try to say that
his quarterback play is great. I'll take 10 ugly wins. I love it. But don't tell me Tua is a young, great quarterback with excellent accuracy, all this bullshit that you're telling yourself. That's where you're wrong, Nando Talk. You
Listen,
know what I'm
I want
saying?
to. Oh my God! I want to see.
You got to start giving defense and special teams credit.
I wanted it so bad.
Nando said I'm wrong, but explain to me, Nando, what have I said today that I'm wrong about?
It's not complaining, Nando.
Hey, Color.
No, but anything
he
I
had
said,
his little moments that he wasn't doing great, but overall, he won us the game.
The defense won us the game, Thomas.
The defense, absolutely. Holland and
Yeah,
Iggy, baby.
no, Tua. I thought you said Tua did enough to win the game. Tua didn't do a goddamn thing.
Who fucking won against Baltimore? Did the defense help us out against Baltimore?
It turned out that Baltimore is Baltimore because Baltimore almost dropped 4 straight like they did against us. They just barely escaped that game, and they almost lost it in the same fashion. So was that Baltimore that much good of a performance when Baltimore has the propensity to collapse in the fourth quarter every freaking game that they play?
Games have been going along, Crypto. I agree 100%.
So how do we
collapsing in the fourth quarter? That sounds
right.
like
The further we get away from that Baltimore game, it's starting to look like the Baltimore game wasn't so special.
Crypto, hold on. You guys are forgetting one thing, and I said it all week last week, and I knew y'all were going to forget that I said it. Okay? Y'all are forgetting one thing. We didn't just get Tua back tonight. We got a better offensive line play back tonight. So I just don't know how anybody thinks that there's still not an argument to be made about who the best quarterback is in our locker room.
I kind of agree with you, Color, with that. I do. I mean,
yeah. Because we got good offensive line play that enabled us to put up 16 points. You absolutely right, Carter.
We have no idea how Skyler or Teddy would have performed behind this offensive line tonight.
Exactly. Right. We had no idea. Right.
Look at Wuback's comment. Look at
You're
Wuback's
right. That is a great point. We have no idea.
Teddy would have performed better because Teddy performed better without Terran Armstead last week.
Wuback, explain to me how incomplete passes
That's a good point.
is good vibes.
You're right. He did. He gives 300 points up without Terran Armstead.
How is near interceptions good vibes for the team?
Hey, let me tell you, Sheldon held his own too tonight.
Yeah, Brandon Shell played well, man.
Yep.
He played well last week too, you know.
Yes, but, I agree. I thought he did. Yep. Little was the big
man. Damian Little just with a step back 3-pointer. Wow.
Tua brings the vibe. What vibe did Tua fucking bring?
See, that's that myth making. That's the myth making that goes on in this community. You know, Tua's aura helps us win. The aura of incomplete passes. What kind of bullshit is that?
Yeah.
Damn, Kari.
I've been Mr. Nice Guy for too long, man.
Hey, listen, Kari, it's the seven chakras that's in the middle alignment. It's the purple chakra that helped us pull it off.
What's that thing? The last airbender. It's Tua.
I wouldn't mind seeing if Tua shits the bed soon, seeing either Teddy or what Skylar could do behind an offensive line that gives him time, because that didn't happen in the last 2 games at all.
Right. They gave him the same amount of time that he had today. Right. It didn't.
That's been Color's point. You know, our offensive line was been under assault the last 3 weeks before tonight. You know, tonight there was a recovery.
Hey, all I know is I saw Skylar almost was able to get over 5 straight penalties in a row. I mean,
and we didn't have 5 straight penalties in this game. You're right.
What was Tua's final numbers tonight?
You guys ready for Mark, bro?
I think it was 261. A 12 for 35 or something, a 22 for 35 or something like that.
21 for 35 for 261, a touchdown, no interceptions.
And the QBR rating is probably going to be in the 50s.
92 or something, if I remember correctly.
But the actual QBR come out tomorrow, it's going to be 50 something. I guarantee that.
So wait a minute. So Tua threw for 261 today in 4 quarters with Terran Armstead, and Teddy Bridgewater threw for 330 in 3 fucking quarters and no Terran Armstead. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay.
I propose we look at this.
I just want to make sure.
Okay,
I just wanted to make sure.
Hey, the thing
that's correct.
The thing that most impressed me was Skylar overthrowing Tyreek.
Yeah,
which is rare.
How many
it's hard to overthrow him.
Today? How many underthrows did we see today?
Yeah, on that play to Tyreek to the left, a good throw.
Nobody overthrew anybody.
What I want to know is what's the difference between the first drive, second drive, and third drive where points were put up on the board, you know, a touchdown and a pair of field goals.
Scripted
and
play.
Everything
Mark,
afterwards.
Scripted.
It's scripted.
We was doing that last year.
Okay,
We
so
was
when
make
it's no longer scripted and
Yeah,
Tua
you
has
know
to
why we
accept
look,
and-
Mark. I'll tell you. You know why we got the 13 point or the score this time, and it's going to up our first quarter average instead of the second quarter this week because we took the ball first this week.
Well, the
Yes,
defense
that's a big
hadn't
difference because
even
we
been
lost
flipped.
we lost the kick the first time this season. You're right,
Even when
Color.
it's flipped, you
All
know,
we
you're
did
gonna
was
get-
flip
you're gonna
quarters.
get the first
All we
drive
did was flip
touchdown,
the
and
first
Pittsburgh's
and the
gonna
second
punt.
quarter. Then we compounded it by scoring nothing in the entire second half. So that should do great for our average in the third and fourth quarter.
Well, I'm not concerned about average. I'm concerned
And
about
Color,
record
that's the
and
thing that's
playoff
scaring
and
me
standings
is
in
it
the
seems
playoffs.
like he's
'Cause
starting
right
to get
now-
figured out.
Right now, you should be quitting arguing about Tua and just try to focus on the rest of the season. You're not going to be signing Tua at the end of this year anyway. You're the Dolphins are 4-3. And in the
this
AFC,
is why I didn't
you're
want to
sitting
bring
in
you
really,
up
really
because you're
good-
going to
and-
start
wait a
talking.
minute, please.
You're a Buffalo fan trying to convince a bunch of Dolphin fans who just won a game that we should have a defeatist mentality and shut it down for the rest of the year. We're not going to hear that, bro.
Quit putting words in my mouth, and look at where you are in relationship to the AFC. The Jets lost Brees Hall today. Which
Why are
is
you
a
have?
huge
Why you
loss
gonna let
for
this
them.
guy?
Yeah, I don't even care about none of that.
Mark,
Color,
you want
look-
us to accept mediocrity? We get it.
I'm
Hey,
not
hey,
telling you to
Color-
accept mediocrity. I'm telling you to
Exactly.
accept what you currently have and work on making it better.
Hey, Color, highlight Wuback's comment about how many drop balls.
What do you guys want?
Again,
There
Mark,
you
how many
go.
drop
How
ball? How
many-
many just
how
drops
many-
ball the Steelers?
Hey,
If
hey,
we
no,
win
no, that's
all
what
10,
Yeah,
Mark,
5
if we win
interceptions. That's
all
right.
10
You're right,
games-
Wuback.
that
Mark,
was
if we win all 10
Those are the
games
drop
like
balls.
this,
You got
I'll
that
be
right,
happy.
Wuback. Absolutely.
Look, hold on, guys. It's not a matter of what we want, Mark, because our coach and our quarterback and our owner and everybody in the organization has decided they don't give a shit what anybody wants except what Tua wants. So I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Yeah. What I'm saying is you play the games out. You should be favored, obviously, the next 4. Detroit may be problematic. They may not be. They're kind of a mess, and they had some injuries today, too. Except the fact that right now in the AFC, you're a playoff team. Now, what are you going to do at the end of this season to step beyond being a playoff
Mark,
team?
I'll take the wins. I'll take
What position?
If we win the next 10 games,
You're
but stop with the myth
probably
making.
gonna be a 5
I'm just
seed.
angry at the myth making. I'm just angry at the myth making. The deification
then answer
of
my
the deification of Tua. Listen, if we win, great. But say the defense won us the game. Don't be dishonest and tell
Right.
us
Don't
Tua
gaslight
won
us
the
and
game.
say it's all about the
That's the
quarterback.
problem.
I'm not
That's
being dishonest. I'm saying look at
Not
where
you.
you
Not
are
you, Mark.
in this season, and then you have to concern yourself about what you're going to do long term. And if you want to focus the blame on anybody and or anything, you got unlucky in the draft, and you ended up with a draft that neither Herbert nor Tua is really performing at a level that's
Hold on. Now you're hating on Tua, Mark. Now you're hating. Now you're a hater, Mark. See how that feels to be called a hater for saying what you just said?
KP,
I'm not calling you a hater, Mark. I'm not the one calling you a hater. I'm saying that the statement you just made about Herbert and Tua gets people in this community called haters regularly.
Exactly.
That is the source of the comment. I'm not calling you the hater, Mark. I actually agree with your take about us being unlucky in the draft and that we should focus on the positives going forward and accept the wins however they come.
Irony, Kahari? Isn't this then a little bit of irony?
Yeah. Mark, I'm not saying what you said is a hater, but if I say that, I'm the hater. If I say that about you, I'm a hater.
Okay, I'm
That's
a Bills
the point.
fan, and I'm saying it, and why, and I don't consider myself a hater. I consider myself a realist. And you have to take a look at where the situation is. You look at next year's draft. You look at next year's salary cap situation. We take a look at what's going to happen with the Sunday ticket contract and the monies that are going to be added, and you start thinking about, are you going to do everything you can to maximize your starting quarterback position for 2023? Because 2022 is a wrap. Let's put it that way. You are where you're going to be. You're probably going to be a 5 seed. You're going to play a lousy 4 seed in the playoffs, probably win that game, and go into a divisional round where you're probably not ready to win a game yet. So now where are you staring at in 2023? Is Tua going to be the franchise guy? Is Skyler going to be the franchise guy?
But here's where it gets more complicated, Mark. We've got an owner who apparently makes decisions based on what the fan base wants rather than make the right football decision. So let's say the scenario you just spelled out happens, right? Let's say we beat our first team in the playoffs, we make it to the second round of playoffs, and we lose or we win. Let's say we even win and get to the divisional stage, right?
Wonderful.
Are we going to be a team with balls enough? Is our owner going to have balls enough to do what the Rams did and trade Jared Goff because he wasn't the guy, and bring in Stafford? And will our owner bow to a sexual fan base and keep a quarterback who obviously can't take us to the promised land, or will we make the right decision, the football decision that needs to be made? That's where my commentary is coming from, Mark. Do you understand now?
I want to be
you
an
know what's going to
AFC fan
happen?
for a few
He's going
minutes
to take it, pick up
if you
his
don't mind.
fifth-year option. That's what's going to happen.
Okay, I
And
want
that
to
will
be
be
an
so
AFC East
Dolphin.
fan. For years
Exactly.
and years, Belichick and Brady dominated the division. It was unfortunate for the teams in the AFC East at that time that none of them could put together a front office or a quarterback to challenge these years of incomprehensible suffering that we all did at the hands of the Patriots, the Dolphins, albeit a little bit lesser so. So now you've got the next gorilla in the division, and neither currently the Jets, the Dolphins, nor the Patriots have a quarterback that matches up in the rest in against Josh Allen. So the question then becomes, who do you want as your quarterback, and how do you get him?
Well, Mark, before we go there, let me just remind you of the decision your franchise made when you decided to go off of Pro Bowl Drew Bledsoe for the 5th-round draft pick Tom Brady. Bill Belichick and gang made the football decision against what probably at the time in New England was a lot of people saying, what the hell are you doing going with the 5th-round draft pick? Bledsoe's our guy. You know what I'm saying?
Stated one iota better.
And so this is the problem. And again, responding to Blake McDonald's comment in the hash, he says, it's right being dumb. Ross doesn't make decisions based on his feelings. I'm not talking about Ross's feelings. I'm talking about the pressure you two-and-on folks are going to put on our front office to stay with a quarterback that we all know cannot take us to the promised land.
And study doing what the Rams did.
Right.
So I ask you, if the Dolphins do what the Rams did, and they sacrifice their draft choices for the next X number of years, who is going to be the front face of the franchise?
Well,
what quarterback is out there that's in the same position that Stafford was in, that is going to be coming to Miami, that has the position to lead the team by the bootstraps and do what Stafford did in Los Angeles? Let's look at all the teams. Okay, AFC South. Is Baltimore going to move off of Jackson, and are the Dolphins going to pay the $50 million a year guaranteed money? Are the Bengals coming off of Burrow? Is Cleveland coming off of Watson? Does Pittsburgh have anything that's worthwhile? No. AFC South.
Well, the Watson ship sailed because the owner listened to two-and-on.
Right.
Okay, I don't care about two-and-on. I'm trying to talk about what your team.
No. Listen to what Crypto said, though.
No, but what I'm saying, that was the guy to do it early with, and then bag him for the future.
Right.
So, like I said, let's go through the teams. Houston.
Does Rodgers force himself off the Packers? I mean,
Rodgers
he lost to Washington today.
What is Rodgers winning in Green Bay? Nothing, because he's making $50 million again, money.
And he's not going to demand that from the Dolphins.
He's not going to demand it from the Dolphins if he knows he's got a better roster than Green Bay has right now. He just want to win.
Rodgers is all about money, guys. Forget it. Rodgers is all about money. Watson's all about money. Jackson's all about money. Forget it. The guy that
they're not all about money. Depends on the situation.
I'm going to take a look at Derek Carr.
No.
I don't know if he
get out of here with Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Well, who's any better than Derek Carr that might be available?
Well,
there's a lot of teams quarterback.
And like Crypto said,
Skyler's better than Derek Carr.
Like Crypto said, I'm of the opinion that we missed the boat on Watson.
We missed
with all the negative off-field crap that comes with it and the ongoing issues. I think if you look just with his play on the field, that Watson is the kind of guy that's a championship caliber quarterback
that would have took this offense to another level.
Listen, other guys out there that might be available.
Here's a shot in the dark. What do y'all think about that Tannehill?
Oh, he's in a walking boot right now and won't be able to play next week, so that's really worthwhile.
Well, they
I wouldn't
entertained
take.
that.
I think the Tannehill ship sailed color, but you know,
Tannehill likes running into
You
the
know,
blitz.
we can bring him back, let him retire a Dolphin. You know, have
Nah,
that whole
I don't want
swan
nothing
song
to do
thing
with
going
that
on.
dude.
You know,
Yeah,
so they could sell that.
they would really get
what you
roasted
really
if they
have
do that.
is
Tannehill likes
you
running
have
into the
you
blitz
have
head
Kyler
on.
Murray,
No,
or
thank you.
you may even have Daniel Jones.
No, none of those
And
guys.
Cousins is a
Well, Daniel
possibility.
Jones have proven that he's going to be basically what Dable is going to turn him into, the next Josh Allen on the Giants football team. Yeah.
I don't know if you're not going to get that performance, but in the scope of a system that can play, then you're good shape. But then Cap for Life keeps. I think it's Cap for Life or EM brings up a good point about having a bell cow running back. Now it's
Yeah, I
going to
agree.
be time next year to
What
take some losses and walk away and say, okay, Edmonds, you're gone. We're not going to take your $12 million or your remaining $6 million and do anything with it. Bye. It looks as though maybe Noah's turning out, so it could be a bye time for Byron Jones.
the problem, Mark, is our coach thinks he's running an electronics company, dude.
Well, again, let's go back to Stephen Ross's coaching hires from the inception of when he bought the team. Let's
hold on. Let's take a pause here, Mark. Let's take a pause here, Mark. One pause, Mark. One pause. A bell cow running back certainly will help this offense be more efficient, right? And it'll help whoever's behind center at quarterback. But at some point, you're going to need your quarterback to make plays when it counts, and we've seen that from Tua. We saw that from Tua in the Baltimore game, and to a lesser degree in the Buffalo game. We saw moments where Tua did that, right? But again, consistency is the issue. We need that Tua to be there every time and be able to kill teams when the options are there. And I don't know if we've seen enough of consistency from Tua to count on him being the beneficiary of a bell cow back. That is definitely going to help our offense.
So the consensus of the panel tells me that you have to go get your quarterback in the draft. Now, if Carolina
if they really had balls, they know the quarterback is already in the room.
Is it Skyler? Because that's the only one you're really talking about.
Yeah. Yo, Woo-back, man. Listen, Woo-back. I respect you, dude. I like that you stick up for your hometown guy. Ain't nothing wrong with doing that, bro. And you're right. Drop balls do kill drives. Edmonds needs to get up out of here. But at some point,
right.
Woo-back,
Drop balls do kill drives because it killed 6 drives. It killed 5 drives for the Steelers that could have started on the plus side of the field for them.
I respect you, Woo-back, for how you advocate for your guy. But at
You're
some
absolutely
point,
right,
Woo-back. At some point,
good job in pointing out the Steelers drops.
At some point, though, we got to be real about what Tua's long-term projection is. He's got to be more consistent with when he's on top of his game. He showed us that he hadn't been on top of his game earlier this season, but tonight didn't help him out at all.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I don't know if he showed us anything. He showed us 1 fourth quarter against the Ravens.
That's it.
Last string defensive backs. For 3 quarters, you were down by 21 points. And against Buffalo, you played without 6. The Bills played without 6 defensive starters and a negative 30-degree heat advantage. So what has Tua proven?
Well, that's what, Mark, I was trying to get. That's why I was trying to, in so many ways,
Mark,
to get
ask Nando. He's your new friend, bro.
Nando, yeah. But I was trying to get some of not Bills, but some of our fan base to kind of pump the brakes. You can't live off the fumes of an out-of-body experience. You just can't. You can't espouse that. That's what he always do when he hasn't shown it.
Honestly, you can as a rookie because Josh Allen in his first year, I remember him leaping tall Vikings on a single bound and then throwing.
But he never threw 4 touchdowns in 1 quarter that showed you that was the reason why you keep him.
Josh Allen in his third year got his Stephon Diggs
on a snowy day.
Mark, Josh Allen in his third year got his Stephon Diggs and became a beast. Tua is now in his third year. He's got his Stephon Diggs. He's called Tyreek Hill. And he's got his Stephon Diggs Jr. in Jalen Waddle. And have we seen it enough? Have we seen it consistently? The problem with tonight's win is that question mark still remains. It hasn't been answered yet. And I don't care if you call that hate or not.
Please,
it's still there.
The question of look at the coaching hires since the inception of Ross's ownership from Huizinga. I think it was 2010 or 12.
Yeah, 8.
That Ross bought the team?
When Ross bought it, it took over in 8-9 season.
So now we've got 14 years and how many coaches? Okay, we're currently on McDaniel. We go back to Flores.
This is his 5th
Before
coach.
Flores was Gase. Before Gase was what? Philbin?
Sperano. This is his 5th coach.
Then there was Sperano in there, and unfortunately he
And then
passed
there's a
away.
Cameron year in there too.
Right, so now it's 6
Cameron
coaches.
was in there
Yeah.
for a year after the 1 in 15.
I forgot Cameron. Yeah, so that makes 6.
So is it just 6 coaches that they've had?
6 regime changes, yeah.
Okay, 6
since he's been the
regime changes in
manager.
14 years. I'm going to harken back on the loser of tonight's game. How many coaching changes has that team had in 14 years?
Well, try 50 years. They only had 3 head coaches.
What does that tell you?
You can go back 50 years for that franchise. They only had 3 coaches.
But my question is what does it tell you?
Yeah, tells you they got stable franchise. Yeah, the more you keep a coach, you got more stability. That's what it tells you about their franchise. They're a stable franchise.
It tells us you know how to overstate the obvious, bro. I don't know. What does it tell us?
Right.
So why aren't the Dolphin fans? I mean, I realize that fans can't do anything. You don't own the team. You can only comment.
So you just answered the question you're about to ask. What do you suggest we do, Mark?
Well, the only thing I can suggest that you do is you have to find a way to get to the owner to start making a difference in the hiring, because I was, this offseason.
Well, I know what we got to do. How do we do it?
Mark, do you suggest we stay with McDaniel, who's a compromised coach? He came in as a compromised coach because he accepted the job under conditions that he accepted.
He's under conditions. Yeah, he accepted the conditions. Right.
See, and this was exactly Mark. Hold on. This was exactly the point of contention that drove Flores crazy. They tried to put conditions on Flores as coach, and he said, "No, I got to be able to goddamn coach the team honestly, and you have to trust your hire of me to make football decisions."
So
and this organization told Flores, "No, we don't trust your football decisions. In fact, we're going to make you look like a freaking idiot and fire your ass." So this organization has consistently shown that it is only going to accept a coach that operates within the framework of the organizational vision.
And the guy's
not good enough.
The guy's defense is still winning games for us.
I want to bring up 2 points.
Shit.
Okay, you've got 6 coaches and 4 general managers since 2008. Is what
2000 since 99.
Obviously, the guy now in place. Why doesn't his name?
Flores was not trash. KCDG. He was a winning coach.
About
Isn't this the same win that you want us to accept from Tua? Right? The same kind of crappy win
from the Vikings.
It's good enough for Tua, but not good enough for Flores.
What I'm saying is the Dolphins lack continuity in their front office to head coach. The teams that work together, that have a general manager and a head coach that are working hand in hand to build the football team, not just I'm going to go get the players and you're going to go ahead and coach them up. It doesn't work. You have to work jointly. And regardless of what we think of the Jets are 5-2. And the reason they're 5-2 is because Saleh and Douglas work together wonderful.
Let me tell you who the gem of the Jets organization is that nobody names. Go look at the head of pro player personnel. His name is Chad Alexander. You don't know about him, but go look him up. He comes from the Baltimore Ravens organization. He is Ozzie Newsome's guy. He's the son of Hubbard Alexander, who was a longtime wide receiver coach for the Vikings and the Cowboys, right? So trust me, I know what the fuck I'm talking about when I'm talking about football, dude. I go deep into this shit.
You guys were thinking like you don't have the solution. You have the solution.
Yeah.
You just got to get
hire
your
Chad Alexander. Make him your GM.
Move.
Hey,
hire Chad Alexander as GM.
Mark.
That's GM. Yeah, that could be a good example. Is
you see what you just did there, though? We asked you what we should do about it because you suggested that we should do about it, and then in order to give us a solution, you gave us the solution that the organization needs to do, that we want them to do. Again, I ask, how do we make them do what we want them to do?
You're going to consider this to be a sick response, but I'm going to tell you what happened. In truth, the very, 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 very best thing that happened to turn the Buffalo Bills around was their 95-year-old owner dying.
I'm not going to let you talk like that, dude.
Yeah, now you want to get us arrested for terrorism, dude.
No, I'm
I'm not going
not
after
going
any
to talk
owner.
like that on our show, bro.
It wasn't me.
I don't want that out. There's too much clothes and stuff around. I need to move stuff around before I do that.
All right. I
Because
tried,
don't
guys. I
wanna
tried
have
to let him up, but I'm not going to let
Hey,
him.
color.
clothes that are hard to
You know
wear.
what we need to do?
Thanks, Josh Tito. I see your
Color.
comment, bro. I love you,
What
Josh.
we
be
need
on
to
the base
do
boards
is,
anyways.
here's a perfect example, okay? Now, I understand Barkley's come back pretty damn well, but this is the same exact fucking team from last year. And what's the difference? Coaching. Okay? They went out, they got defensive coordinator from fucking Baltimore. Okay? And now you got Dabo running it, and you got a better you got a GM they brought in here, and look what's going on with that team right now. Coaching.
6-1.
Yeah, Brian Dable has proven himself an excellent coach, no doubt.
Same exact team. They have done nothing. Same exact
To his
team.
credit, there was a few really nice things he did tonight. Okay, all I know is I can point to like 5 different coaching decisions that would have put 3 more touchdowns on the board for us, no matter who the quarterback is.
Yep.
Right. That's what I said. If nothing more, color, that what was proven in the last 3 weeks, including this game tonight, that this offense is built for Daffy Duck to pilot. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
What we need to do is get the right coach in here. Okay? That's
We
the
had the
bottom
right
line.
coach. We had the right coach. We fired him.
I think so too.
Yeah, well,
that's of
the
my
thing.
opinion. I might be wrong.
That's my opinion.
But that's my opinion as well.
That's the thing. That coach still won us a game tonight.
Yeah, he still did.
Yeah, if you think about it, yeah, the scheme of things, yeah, that coach did.
Yep.
Yeah, in the scheme of things, you're right, color.
About it. You don't think our
Yeah.
defense knows that?
Yeah.
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 100%.
They had a couple of clips of.
Our coach is a usurper, and everybody knows it.
And everybody wants to say Javon Holland is such a great guy now, but when we drafted him in 2nd round, nobody saw that coming. That and you know what?
No,
a lot of people said that was Flores' pick.
They did.
Oh,
they at least was bold enough to give him the credit for that one.
Yeah, that 2nd round pick, the high 2nd rounder he used on Javon Holland.
Yeah, he was in Oregon on the scouting him that day. He went
in
to Oregon.
Everybody
he
loves
wasn't
him,
looking at Panay Sonnell. He was looking at Holland.
How you doing tonight, Ryan?
People were saying, why are we wasting a 2nd round draft pick on defense again? Remember that?
Yeah.
Before we learned who Javon Holland was? And then Noah won us this game tonight as well. So, these are Flores picks, Flores guys on a Flores defense that, Boyer is operating at a good level. I haven't been a guy to kill Boyer because, he's had to deal with injuries. But we need this offense one way or another to operate at a higher level. And it's 7 games in, and we ain't seeing it yet.
Hey, guys, there's a reason why.
Almost close to the midway point.
There's a reason why in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, we were one of the most respected franchises in the league. Because stability, coaching, period.
Yep. We know.
Oh, yeah.
We're definitely on with that. Ryan, go ahead, bud.
Done is the great.
Coming up, man.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Just wanted to say that, this is one of the weirdest wins I've seen because it felt like the entire game something was just off with the offense, man. It just felt like slow. It felt out of sync. Like I guess some of it has to do with Tua, coming back, but other parts of it were just weird, and I don't know. I left a bad taste in my mouth, even though we did win. I don't know. It was just weird.
Mm-hmm. God damn, that honesty sounds so damn strange around here. 100%, Ryan.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
but
crazy.
Looking at the schedule, though, I mean, these next 4 games, like these are
very
layups. If we don't come out of these 4 with at least 3 wins, honestly, should be 4. Like, I'm gonna be disappointed, especially after that. We got those 3 huge games on the road. We got to stack these up now while we can.
Yeah. I'll take them.
Should be layups, but we'll see.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not falling
winning streak.
into the looking 4 games ahead trap because this is the NFL. Everybody's earning a paycheck on the professional level.
But don't think we could take this shit offense out to the West Coast and win.
Like I've been saying, I've been pounding the table. It's best out of one for 3 hours over 17 games. You can't look past the next 3 hours of football. You have to play the 3 hours that's in front of you. That's how you lose ball games.
And that's why coming into this Steelers game, I hear a lot of people saying, the Steelers, look what happened to them. They got blown out by Buffalo. I'm like, these are still grown ass men going out on that field and trying to get a paycheck and work for their families and all that stuff. So I never want to take anyone lightly or look past anyone because you never know. They just beat Tom Brady and the Bucs last week, for God's sake.
The thing of it is, though,
right? That's why I wasn't looking past the following key.
Our guys are grown ass men too. Exactly. We're allowed to look ahead as fans. We're not the ones out there on the field. Why are our guys looking ahead?
100%.
Because
that's exactly what it felt like today. It felt like
that means the coaches are having them listening to YouTube streams too much, maybe, and they're looking ahead.
He's in the chat. McDaniel's in the chat right now, trying to get some insight on what happened.
Right, that could be the problem, Color. Yeah, as fans, we may be allowed to look ahead.
What the problem is one word.
But they're watching this YouTube.
Crypto, hold on. One word will define the entire problem in our whole entire locker room right now, an entire team. Doesn't matter who the quarterback's been over the last 4 weeks. Doesn't matter, none of that. There's one word that describes it all. Discipline.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bottom line.
Right. It's discipline, yeah. That's
every single issue we have can be chalked up to discipline.
And that is the biggest thing you can have to put on coaching is discipline.
Yep. Yeah.
And that's what screwed us in the Vikings game. All those penalties were horrible. Absolutely horrible. And that's 100% coaching. It didn't matter who was that quarterback.
Right. Because them 5 straight penalties didn't happen in this game, and it yielded us the same result as far as points.
Mm-hmm. A shout out to the offensive line too. Like they played very well today.
Solid performance.
I was so happy to see Teron Armstead back and played well.
And part of that discipline is realizing that you don't get all the accolades until you actually do the job.
Right. Mm-hmm. Like, why is it so acceptable to call Chase Edmonds average play shit in a win? But you can't say the same thing about Tua.
Correct. Good point.
Yep.
You're going to get eviscerated for that, Kyrie, if you ever dare talk about your fearless leader like that.
I mean, it's like me saying, Chase Edmonds has, played shitty, but, he helped us win the game tonight. So we shouldn't say anything bad about Chase Edmonds.
No, I mean,
right. Exactly.
And that's the worst. And the worst part is, like, you can destroy Chase Edmonds, but you destroyed Tua, and all of a sudden you're the worst fan of all time.
And I'm not even destroying Tua.
Exactly.
Tua
you're right.
Good. His negotiation of the pocket was great.
We're just critiquing.
His first drive was beautiful, but then he struggled with, identifying the right guy to throw to for the next 3 quarters. Ooh, I'm saying, that's so negative to say that.
And look, I agree with a lot of how TD Finstock sees it too, because he plays it straight. When Tua had that great game against the Ravens, TD was riding with him, saying he did a great job and all that stuff. But when he has a bad game, say he has a bad game. It is what it is.
I came on the air going yum 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 yum. That's me eating crow for talking shit about Tua. That's how I came on the air after that Ravens game, giving Tua maximum props because he had a maximum prop game. He deserved all the praise. All praises due to Tua in that game.
And you know what, KP? That's the most respectful thing you do. I respect the hell out of that. Being able to own up to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I eat my crow, man, but I ain't eating crow now.
No,
shit.
Definitely not. I mean,
no, because it's a season-long evaluation. It's not a one-quarter evaluation. So season-long.
And listen, I tried to help out Alex. I said maybe it is rust. Maybe he hasn't been in for 3 weeks. He's got to get the timing back with the receivers. That is true. It's possible, but that still doesn't change the evaluation of this game tonight. You see what I'm saying? And as a coach, the coaches, trust me, the coaches aren't on this fan bullshit evaluate. They're telling him that too. They'll tell him that this week. And Tua's the guy we think he is. He'll take that critique, and he will work on those mistakes, and he will stay after practice, and he'll do what it takes to bring his game back up to the level. The NFL is a meritocracy. There's no room for this favoritism bullshit. I mean, sometimes it sneaks in, but this is what it will take for him to keep his job another week, another season. So, all this so-called negativity is actually the fuel that drives the NFL players to high performance, guys.
And like if Tua next week and the offense as a whole has a great game against the Lions, who are, a below average defensive unit, I'll be on here and I'll be saying Tua played great. He threw for whatever amount of yards, touchdowns, and just like I'm low on him today.
And
it will confirm that it was Russ tonight.
Thank you so much to Bobby Supreme for the $5 donation. Anything is possible after today's performance, win or lose, SMFH.
Correct, Bobby, and that's the problem. We want to get answers. We want to be confident in our program going forward. And despite the win tonight, the questions still remain, man. That's the problem I'm having right now. I love the win, but I'm still unsettled, like you said when you came on here. About where we're going in the future. And that's the troubling part. I want to have full confidence in our program going forward. I want to have full confidence in McDaniel, in Tua, in Edmonds, and whoever's on the field. But we keep on tripping over our own foot game after game after game after game. We got to turn the corner eventually. And we ain't there yet. Don't try to tell me we're there.
Right. You could critique in a loss because you won't improve, because if you do the same things and practice struggle, you're going to get a different result. You're going to be on the losing end.
Right. I mean, to be honest, we haven't seen a full, all three phases of the ball game yet. There hasn't been that game where we could say all three phases played, to the level that we expect of them.
Right. Not all. No, it hasn't happened.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting.
Yeah, and it's possible you probably can go the full distance without seeing that.
But you could say the Buffalo game.
If they start accepting this play, then they don't think they want to correct those other three phases. Those other phases.
We were talking, it's obvious we were talking to other coaches, even whatever. Does this seem like McDaniel is coaching like a guy that knows he's already being replaced?
He's coaching scared.
He may be under pressure. That's what I suspect. I think the organization is. I think maybe Ross came back from a suspension and was like, "Let's have a meeting, McDaniel. I hired you on the basis of improving this offensive play. I don't want to hear your excuses about who's quarterback and who's not. Why aren't we scoring 24 points a game, McDaniel?" And just that short 2-minute meeting might have lit a fire under McDaniel's ass to be as aggressive as we're seeing him here. And I've been calling that out for the last 3 weeks. The disconnect between his demand of this offense and the capability of this offense. Those two things aren't matching, and it's creating this inefficiency here. And, something's got to break here. Something's got to change here. We got to get this thing fit and oiled and smoothly efficient. But at this point we're getting in our own way. So if we're gonna win long term, we need to see this thing get greased up and get going in the right direction. I'll take the win. If we continue to win this way, great. But I just don't want to hear about how great our quarterback is or how great our coach is if this is the case. Give the credit to where it's due. Give it to this defense.
I'm at the point now, Kahari, where it's like, I know Tua's still got his deficiencies and whatever, and improving still whatever. But I'm at the point now where it's like, Tua's proven enough this year that, like, at what point? I mean, he's proven that he can execute things McDaniel wants to do at a high level. I just don't understand why McDaniel wants to not do those things.
Right. Exactly. But at the same time, at the same time, Color, do you think? Tua has always shown that on that first drive or two, once he's following what we suspect as a script, as a scripted offense that they've gone over, that he could execute that based on the repetitions he's got during the week. But when the game goes a little bit off script, that's when the hesitation creeps in. That's when the inaccuracy creeps in. That's when the decision making on how to read the play, make your progressions, find the open receiver. That's when those one or two critical mistakes stop our drives.
Well, I mean, you were there, so you got the benefit of watching it in all 22. So I'll have to see it on my own.
No doubt, man. No doubt. I'm looking forward to looking at the tape too. I had it recorded, but I haven't. Over the next day or two, I'll take a look at it. But we'll see, man. I just want us to do better, man. I'm 47 years old, man. I've been a fan seriously since 85. 1985.
I mean, for me, it's like the points, like 3rd and 3, 4th and 3, even. I know Tua can get 3 yards. I don't know why we're taking it out of his hands in that situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 2nd and 1, end of the first half.
Because maybe he's listening.
Call a damn timeout.
Maybe he's listening to the fan base too much and having this urgency to have an imaginary power running game when the passing element is the best element of the offense. Like I said, if you just stick to my ratio, you'll be fine.
Well, I don't totally agree with you there, Crypto. I think we need to make teams respect the fact that we may run.
It ain't gonna happen anytime soon. As you saw, he ran the ball 2 straight times. It didn't work. When you have to do it, you don't do it. If the personnel ain't there to display that type of run, you can put a square peg in a round hole all you want, but it's not fitting.
Yeah.
KP,
you must have quit. If it doesn't fit, you must have quit.
KP, because
that's not what I'm saying, T-So.
Listen, KP, I know how you feel, because I feel the same way. I've it's going on 50 years I've been watching this team, and right now the play that we're seeing right now is not going to be able to get us far in the playoffs. It's just not.
Yeah.
And
that's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm.
And it's disappointing. I see all this stuff in the chat right now. Oh, you're being down. Everybody, oh my God, you act like you lost. No. We're happy for the win, but this was a very ugly win, and we're going nowhere if we win games like this.
Jump
not a very good
jump
team.
in anytime you feel the need to, Bernie.
Yeah, T-So, bro, jump on the
because you're right.
With you, bro.
Because we'll start playing against better competition.
Look, what do you guys think about Jared Goff?
Were you the guy who played at Killian? Were you the quarterback at Miami Killian who went on to Tennessee State and was a quarterback there? Are you T. Sullivan from the K? If so, let's have a conversation, bro.
What were you going to say now, Bernie?
What do you guys think of Jared Goff? I think he's a decent quarterback. I think he could really thrive in this system.
I mean,
you give him the weaponry. Yeah, he's proven that he can do.
Well, he's better than fucking Tua.
I mean, he got to a Super Bowl with McVay, who's similar in a way to Shanahan.
I don't know why we're trying to look out.
I don't know enough. I don't know enough to make that decision.
And plus, Goff never had Tyreek and Tua on his team, so that's also an element.
Listen, I kind of agree with Color. I don't know why we're trying to look outside. I think we have it right here inside, but we have to have the balls to let him come in and do it. That's my opinion.
That might be true.
I can't see Tua beating Josh Allen. I know we beat the Bills and stuff. They were decimated with injuries. Okay. I just can't. I can't see that. Okay, I see
that
Josh
game in
Allen.
Buffalo will be tough. Plus, it'll be 30 degrees
please.
colder,
I always
too.
shut up. Let me finish. I see Josh Allen terrorizing us like Tom Brady terrorized us for 20 years. It's going to be 40 years of terrorism against us.
Before that, it was Jim Kelly.
Yes.
Well, your owner and your general manager closed the door on that possibility of putting that to a halt because of some guys want to get a massage. He could have ended that reign very soon Just 11 games missed and coming back the following year to resume dominance of the division, but he wants to get on his moral high ground and take another route.
Yeah, I think we missed the boat on that one too, Crypto.
Well,
honestly.
I love Josh Allen at Wyoming. I wanted us to try to get him, but
one finger away.
Man, even the Bills fans thought it was a reach, though. They wanted Josh Rosen. I remember that.
It's true. That's a fact.
Well, Bills fans are
kinda like
stupid.
him too,
Yeah, the Bills fans are idiots.
They were like, we got the wrong Josh. Okay.
Oh, Josh Allen looks like a banker. I mean, give me a break. He's not a football player. Just look at him.
Banker.
Corey Sullivan.
Well, look at Teddy Bruschi. He looked like a Wall Street broker. He doesn't look like a football player neither.
Dang. Well, gents, I think it's about time for me to get some sleep after this big win.
Yeah, me too.
So we're gonna go.
Great Tua win. All Tua does is win, baby.
We're gonna
All
go
Tua
around
does is
the room.
win.
We're gonna go around the room with victory thoughts, but first, I want everybody to like. If you haven't liked already, smash the like button.
I think I'm gonna go
shave.
shave.
Share the video and make sure you're hitting up the link in the description below for Fanatics for all your sports needs, officially licensed gear, including also hit Backroom Collections. I'm like really tired right now. For high-end collectibles, high-end artwork, memorabilia, custom memorabilia, hashtag TFTG at checkout for 10% off. And you can also find many other ways to support the channel. Cash App, Venmo, the Fins Tailgate, and also memberships, super chats, super stickers. You can see all the members scrolling below. Thank you to all of you. Make sure you're getting your TFTG gear, including the flag. Don't ever forget about getting a flag. I haven't seen any driving around West Palm yet, so be the first one. And of course, all the other gear you can handle. You can catch me on Tuesday nights now because I can't get up the energy for Thursdays anymore. There's way more to say on Tuesday nights. And we're going to be getting Tonk back for Thursdays. Also, Ali on Saturday nights for late night exhale. And every other night of the week, the Fins Tailgate. So, with El Capitan, of course.
And hey, Fins Tailgate, man, let me just thank you guys for giving us this outlet, man, to talk about the game immediately after, while the thoughts are fresh, while the emotions are fresh.
You're always
that's all this is, guys.
You're always welcome.
If I offended anybody in the chat or anywhere else, please don't take it too hard, dude. Okay, I got love for all Dolphin fans anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And listen, believe it or not, I got love for Tua too. I'm rooting for him to be the best, for him to be better.
Yeah,
hey,
definitely.
you said a lot of really smart comments tonight. And, you're pretty spot on. Everything you were talking about, in my opinion.
Well, I appreciate that, bro. Yours as well, man. Hey, everybody. And listen, is Crypto still here, man? That guy's a freaking Nostradamus. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know.
The
It was
Nostradamus
unbelievable. He called that Jets game. It was freaking unbelievable.
So peace, everyone. I'm out. I can speak to
All right.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah. One love, everybody. Yep.
All right, Carl.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah. I'm on my way out too, Color. Listen, anybody that's in this chat that's negative and saying, "Oh my God, you act like we lost," or whatever. No, we're happy we won.
Right.
But we're not happy with the way we won. Okay. And anybody that's got it, half a brain can tell that we continue to play like this, we're going nowhere fast. Okay. I mean,
yeah,
we very much should have lost this game to a mediocre team at best. Okay. This team that we faced is not going to make the playoffs. Okay.
Right.
The team that we got destroyed by, that you called it out, Crypto, probably ain't going to make the playoffs. So if we want to be playing like McDaniel, McGenius wants to say, our best at the end of the year, We're not even close to it yet. And you know what? If you want to sit there and say, injuries and all this other stuff and all this other BS, listen, I remember back when we were playing Buffalo, and I remember they had everybody and their brother out injured, and they still would beat us. Okay. And I remember, like, how can they be beating us with all these injuries? Injuries is just an excuse. It's all about, as good as Shula was, for some reason, Kelly used to come down here and he used to call our stadium was, Buffalo
They steal a
South.
win right of us. Yeah, they steal a win right from us. Yeah.
Yeah, it was their home stadium down here. And it used to piss me off. And it's back when I had season tickets. And I'm like, damn, man, every time we can't freaking get over the hump with Buffalo. And it's like the history's repeating itself now. We're not gonna get over the hump with freaking Buffalo once again. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's deja vu all over again. And it's upsetting. And it's, as a Dolphin fan, listen, I've never seen more passionate fans than Dolphin fans. And I know we argue with each other, to and on and to a haters and everybody in the middle and whatever. The common goal is we want to win, and we get frustrated of this BS that keeps going on and on and on. Just when are we finally going to have a team that can compete and get us to a Super Bowl already?
When we get a great quarterback,
goal.
Thomas Jensen, when we get a great quarterback.
I agree. And I think we might have one on our roster if this coach has the fortitude to pull the freaking trigger to do it. Okay.
Right.
But we'll see, We'll see. But anyways, that's about all I have. I hope you guys all have a good night.
Good
Thanks,
point.
Color, for having me on. And
appreciate you, Thomas.
Yes. You guys take care. I'll talk to you later.
We appreciate it, Thomas. We good.
Yep.
All right. Ryan, man, what do you got to say, bro? You think we can get through it?
Yeah, I mean, I got faith in this team. I think Mike McDaniel's going to hopefully figure it out. I know he's probably got a lot going through his mind past few weeks, so hopefully he can figure it out. Hopefully Tua bounces back next week and destroys the Lions. I'm ready for it. But, yeah, I mean, end of the day, a win is a win is a win. That's all I know. And just go from there. And shout out, one last thing. Shout out Jason Sanders. We've been dogging him all week, and he made all of his kicks tonight. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, he was Money Sanders tonight, wasn't he?
Finally.
Yeah.
Finally.
Good for him, because we needed it.
Big contributor, yeah. Because if he missed all three of them, we're losing by 3 points to the squad.
Yeah.
Damn right. So shout out Sanders. And, yeah. Shout out to you, Color, for doing a great show tonight. Love Finn's Tailgate. Been watching for a while. Finally decided to hop in.
You,
and yeah, I'll see you guys throughout the week and hopefully next weekend.
Yeah, come by anytime, bro. You're always welcome.
I appreciate it, brother, man. All right, see you guys.
All right, Ryan.
All right, have a good one, Ryan.
All right, Jordan. You think we're gonna clean up this mess and start scoring more points, or what?
Well,
I kind of know how
next
you feel.
Week, Detroit's not really a good team. I don't think they ever have been since '95 when Wayne Fonz was there. So it's been. I think we'll have no problems with them. Last time we were there, we did lose, but they had Calvin Johnson and Matt Stafford. Remember that game when Brent Grimes got that one-handed interception?
Yeah, that was the Brent Grimes interception. Yeah.
Yeah, we lost.
The Odell Beckham catch. Yeah, he did that actually before Odell Beckham made his catch.
Yeah,
a lot of people
Calvin
forget
Johnson he's a special player. So I'm not worried about next week. I know every game you can't overlook teams, okay, but if we can't beat Detroit, if we can't beat teams like Chicago, we don't deserve to go to the playoffs. That's all I'm saying. Thanks. Take care, guys.
All right, Jordan. Appreciate you, buddy.
Be good, Jordan. Be good.
About you, Crypto. I mean, dang, I think honestly, bro, I think so. Like for the past couple weeks, Mike McDaniel has basically put himself in a situation to where it's like he's blocking our floodgates from opening up. I really don't think the problem tonight was Tua at all. Like, yeah, Tua showed himself to be a guy that's not going to overcome the coaching mistakes. We kind of knew that. You know what I mean? Not many quarterbacks can.
See that?
You know,
See, that's the problem. If those receivers that the Steelers had on defense would catch the football, then it will be clearly Tua's fault.
Yeah,
so
that may be
it's
true,
not. It's not like we really dodged a lot of bullets. It's the whole thing about if a team gives you the door, opens the door. It was walking through it. Tua opened the door for the Steelers a lot and often this game. It's just the Steelers' incompetence to walk through the door that was open.
well, that's what makes
That's why
them a
people
bad
are so
team.
pent up.
But that's also precisely why we should be able to take advantage of more of them more. You know, like I don't know.
Right, but see, that's what I'm saying. But see, when the Ravens gave us an open door, to Tua's credit, he walked through it.
Let me ask you
the
this.
Steelers, it was the other way around. Tua gave them the door and opened them the door. The Steelers never walked through it.
Okay, but despite all of that still happens, but we don't see the coaching mistakes, and we put up 2 more touchdowns because of it. Do you think we're even having a conversation about Tua tonight?
But that's the problem. The coaching had an opportunity.
I understand what you're saying, but you know, again, we can play you just said the shoulda or shoulda had interceptions too. So if we're gonna play the shoulda game, what I'm saying is clean up the coaching mistakes, and if it garnered us 2 more touchdowns or a field goal and another touchdown, now you're talking about a 29-10 victory. Nobody's talking about Tua at that point.
But you also have to take in the fact, if we're going to say what we could do well, based on that, they also had plays that they could have done well by not making stupid interceptions themselves.
Yeah, but I'm not. My job is to look at what they could have done better.
But what I'm saying is, we can't say, well, we have to keep them with their bad mistakes, but only erase ours.
Well, I don't give a shit about their bad mistakes.
We have to go mistake for mistake. If we're going to erase their bad mistakes, we have to erase ours.
That's my point, Crypto. I'm not here to care about whether they fix their mistakes. They made their mistakes, and we didn't capitalize on them because of coaching errors.
Well, we capitalized on them because we sealed the game on defense.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
we caught our interceptions. We capitalized on our mistakes.
Okay. I'm not trying to argue with you, bro. I'm trying to end the show. What I'm trying to say is, if they don't make those, if they made mistakes by not intercepting those balls, do you agree with that?
Yeah, that was the reason why they lost the game.
We didn't capitalize on those mistakes. That's all I'm saying.
We did capitalize because they didn't get the turnover.
16 points.
Huh? What about 16 points?
We didn't have 5 interceptions that we could have had. That's 5 more opportunities to score that we wouldn't have had they caught those interceptions. So it doesn't matter is what I'm saying. We still didn't do nothing with those opportunities because our coach is busy going for it with the same play on 3rd and 4th down.
But you got to remember, that was one possession that we didn't score 3 points.
That's not the only time, bro. How about
we didn't go for it on 4th?
How about turning around and throwing a 25-yard pass on 4th and 3?
It was 3. It was what you call it. No, it became 4th and 3rd. That was a 3rd down play.
How about repeatedly throwing to Chase Edmonds over and over and over again? Unless that's just Tua choosing to do that.
Well, that has to be the quarterback on some responsibility on who gets the pass thrown to him.
The coach is responsible for personnel decisions too, man.
I mean, I'm not. I don't disagree there, but I'm just saying. But It's still up to the quarterback to decide who's the open guy.
Those were drive killers. You know, all I'm saying is we're doomed.
I mean, McDaniel played a role in trying to lose the game, but once again,
I'm saying we're not beating anybody the rest of the season if we don't fix these coaching mistakes, dude. No matter who the quarterback is.
Well, you're not going to get any pushback from me there, because I've been trying to tell everybody McDaniel's already proven that anybody can run the offense. This is a Daffy Duck led offense.
Then why ain't we doing it?
That's the point. Because everybody think that only one person can run this offense. That's been the fallacy. That's when you live off the fumes of one out of body experience in one quarter. People tend to believe that only one person can orchestrate this offense.
Right. So when people predict 38 points, you can understand where they're coming from.
That's because they bought into the propaganda since the airplane ride after the coaching hire.
Yeah, but you just got through saying Daffy Duck could run this offense. Yet we're not doing it.
He actually can run this offense because that's the productivity that we're getting so far. Is we not getting Daffy Duck productivity from the offense? So McDaniel's already proved he schemed and devised up a plan that anybody from Disney World can run this offense.
Apparently not, because nobody's running it. That's my point.
Well, if any consistent quarterback is running, you'll see the points. You'll see the offense. You're right. Nobody's running it because no one's consistent. There's no consistent play at all three quarterbacks persistently. Because CD said it best: consistently inconsistent. Therefore, you're not going to get any productivity if you're consistently inconsistent.
Okay, now that all being said, do you think it's going to change?
I have to say no. I'm not going to say no or yes, because I've given up on forecasting anything beyond the 3-hour window. I keep saying it over and over again because every opponent you play is a different special opponent. I don't know what to expect from the very next opponent over the next 3 hours of football, because it can look as ugly as this one, or it can look as good as that one quarter that people likes to grab hold to.
I mean, football is football, bro. Sometimes it can just be ugly.
The further away we get from that particular quarter, the further we go back to the rightful order of Tua's universe and Miami Dolphins universe, averaging 20 points.
Well, I mean, I thought it might play out the same way the Patriots game did, and it sort of did. I mean, you got to also remember we didn't, we led the whole game, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, well, you're talking about the Patriots' first game. It is more so. It's more like the Patriots.
And tonight, we led the entire game.
I mean, yeah, we did, but the point was, the thing was, it was still a one-score game.
Well, I get it, but things were improving.
The Patriot game.
Okay. What I'm saying is, we went all off season without playing a game. Okay, we had a game where we had lackluster performance, but we led the whole game. Then we had the miracle game with the fourth quarter. Then we were very efficient in scoring 21 points in 19 minutes against Buffalo. Tua gets injured, right?
In the second half, he doesn't play.
Well, okay, I get that. I'm not, I don't have any argument with you there. What I'm saying is now he comes back after not throwing the ball for 3 weeks. We have a game similar to the one we had against New England. We got a bunch of what us fans can say are cakewalk opponents coming up. I mean,
well, see, no, New England was supposed to be.
We can't continue on with the same predictions based on what our paper shows and given mistakes on the coaching end being cleared up.
What do you mean? Because something has to change in order to warrant the
Yeah, we
similar
just got to.
prediction.
I don't know. I think if we do it once, it's all it's going to take.
If you do what once? Score more than 16 points?
Yeah. Like when the floodgates open, they're going to open, bro. And if they don't, they don't. Then we're just we're spinning our wheels anyway.
Yeah, I guess because it's just what I'm saying when I use that term. That is our universe. Over the last 100+ quarters, of Miami Dolphin football, even with the adjusted roster, the new changes and new personnel, our football universe is 20 points per game. That's why it's hard for me to even think anything will change, because that is our rightful order of Dolphins football universe, 20 points a game. It hasn't been altered, even with that fourth quarter of the Ravens game. It hasn't altered that universe. So that's why it's hard for me to get off that square that anything would ever change.
All right. Well, I disagree. I think we're going to do just fine. How do you like me now?
Oh, that's fine. We can do just fine scoring 20 as long as we give up 19 points.
I'm kidding, man. I need some hope, bro. I need some hope, man. We just won, man. We're 4-3. We're back in it. Everybody else lost today, except the Chiefs. Buffalo didn't play, so we gained a half a game back on them.
So that's a loss for them. They'll start their losing streak soon enough. I have to remind everybody
that away, bro.
After Buffalo beat Kansas City last year and everybody was on the high of their invincibility, they went on to lose 5 of their next 7 games after beating the Chiefs by 18 points last year. So the rightful order of Buffalo's universe is that they will come back down to earth and lose 5 out of the next 7. So the Dolphins will still be in it. There you go. That's what you can get. That's what we could be happy about.
So who we got next week? Detroit?
The rightful order of the football universe for Buffalo, meaning they're dropping 5 of the next 7.
You know, Detroit couldn't score more than 6 points today, right?
I don't care about that. And it would be so Dolphin to give them 45 points and they'll be back to the old Detroit again.
Nah, we're doing it. We're putting up a 40 burger next week. You heard it here first, everybody.
I'm glad you got the confidence, because they drained it out of me today. I could predict not a win, because actually this is one of those weeks that I had one of those crazy outcomes. But I'll wait till the Bears week to start predicting 40 burgers.
Look, bro, we start crossing the goal line and that's it. That's all she wrote.
Yeah, but you can't do it just once a game, though. You got to do it more often.
You think Turf Toe's going to be playing next week?
No, he'll sit out. He'll find a reason not to play next week, because he'll say he's listening to our chat. He's saying, "Oh, it's nothing but the Detroit. I'll take a week off." That's what he's thinking. Turf Toe is probably not going to play next week. He's going to probably play against Chicago. I think so.
All right, man.
But I think the Dolphins fans can cheer up that that we'll still, no matter what, win or loss next week, we'll still only be 1 game behind the Bills, because their losing streak begins. I'm gonna go ahead and procrastinate. Do a procrastination, look into the future for the Bills and say that now they're going to be losing 5 out of 7. I don't care who's on the schedule. I didn't even look at Buffalo's schedule. I'm just basing it off the high that they had coming off a win against the Chiefs like they did last year. And they're going to have the same result. losing 5 out of 7, and the Dolphins are going to close the gates on them. So take that, Mark. Your team is about to go down.
Yeah, what an asshole, huh? Oh,
Yep.
Mark and shit.
Yep.
Wishing death on people and shit. What kind of asshole is that?
Yeah, well, it's like he said, basically, Steve Ross has to be officially in the grave. What's up with that?
He said that's what we have to do as fans, basically, is wait.
Just wait. Or even, I hope he's not suggesting somebody go do a hit job on the man.
I don't know what he's talking about, but it was we don't condone or endorse anything of the sort here at the Fins tailgate.
No, it's like Ralph Wilson had to pass away in order for the franchise to go good. What?
Yeah, I mean,
Ralph Wilson actually was a. I don't think Ralph Wilson was that bad. I mean, he drafted 5 Hall of Fame players.
Yeah.
God.
I think Mark's just jealous because of our latest endorsement.
Fins tailgate.
Right. Right. It's classic.
Anyway, Crypto, I'm gonna get my tired ass out of here, man. I don't care how negative you want to be, bro. You can be all negative all you want.
I'm gonna be very positive, regardless of what crazy score I may predict in the next 2 weeks. I'm still gonna be positive. We'll score 700. We'll score 115 points next week.
Well, I'm gonna drop you in back real quick because I got to get one person to get their 2 cents in.
All right.
And so it's gonna elongate the show just a little bit, but I'll catch you later, bro.
Okay.
Negative Nancy. Miss Finn, what's up?
What's up? I'm so happy I caught you. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy we won. Thank God. Jesus.
You sure sound like it.
Yeah, I got no voice left. And I should be asleep because I had an early game.
I think we got destroyed on our picks this week.
And I will take every single one of them as a loss to win this one game versus the Steelers. I don't care. I don't care. This Dolphins win. Oh my God, it was so needed. My goodness.
Definitely. Yeah, because it could be worse. We could be 3-4.
Oh God, it was so many things, buddy. That monkey was huge on our back, man. It could have gone all downhill.
Bottom line is we're an above 500 team. Pittsburgh always plays. I mean, they always show up to play. It's not like, I mean, other than the Bills putting a hurting on them, they haven't really lost big all year.
No, they've lost 7 points or less every single one of their losses except the Bills. So
I think we can take a little more from it than that. But these coaching mistakes have got to get better. What do you think about that?
Oh my God, I was saying it in the game. Like, there are a few rookie mistakes, and I'm like, McDaniel, come on, man. I initially thought that when they went for it, that 4th and 3, I'm like, I thought it was a 4-and-1. I literally was yelling at them, you better get that yard, because I thought it was 4th and 1. When I see it was 4 and 3 and they went there and then you run it, like, why would you run when they know you're gonna run? God, like, and then on top of that, I'm like, come on, man. When I saw after we didn't get it and it was 4th and 3, I was like, done. Rookie mistake. Take the points in that instance.
Like, I'm just glad that we were able to squeak out a win with rookie coaching mistakes because they can still get better. That's kind of what I was trying to do.
We should have been blown out. We should have been blown out.
Well, that's true, but again, we should take it up for that because as long as we're winning when those mistakes are happening, it could be better.
I'll take the win. I don't care how ugly it is, but I'll tell you this though. This really, really solidifies for me what I've known to be true about the identity of the Miami Dolphins, especially in the last 3 years. We are a defensive-led team, and the defense won this game, bar none.
That's true. That is true, Miss Fins. My problem with that is Our defense is not good enough to be a defensive-led team.
But hold on, listen. This is the soft underbelly of the season right now. These are the games, and we're riddled with injuries. But the fact that our backups are getting all these game time experience, it's actually better for us because towards the end of the year, when we do get our guys healthy, our backups are going to be our depth. You know what I mean? We'll have actual depth that not only has experience in the game, but has experience in multiple games. So this is actually a good thing for the Dolphins, even though we can get something good out of this, dealing with all these injuries. But I'm going to tell you right now, guess who's my defensive player of the game? I'm sure you know who I'm going to say.
Does it start with an N and end with an Iggy?
Yep. Exactly. Mr. Noah Igmanogany, Mr. Iggy, as I told everybody, come on, man, this kid needs game time playing. And all 5 other corners that are in front of him all got injured. Yeah, he got burned here and there. Yeah, he had, made some mistakes. But as you see, the more actual game time experience he's got, like I told people, he still needs to develop. He's still raw. He's still young. To me, this is his rookie year. So, guys,
the game was literally him. They targeted him all
I know.
He got burned the one time for the touchdown. That's literally the only points touchdowns wise against us. And then the guy ends up literally ending the game.
Literally, if it wasn't for him, and the thing is, where it happened, I was right there on that end zone, like right there. I saw it live. I didn't record it because I was just like I was holding my breath. I couldn't even breathe after that happened. But I saw it live, and when I saw Pickett turn, and I'm like, golly, this is gonna be right here in this corner. And I knew exactly where he was going. I saw the Pittsburgh play. Don't even ask me who it was. I don't really care. But then I saw Noah actually finally turning his head around, and he saw that ball. Let me tell you, Color, when I saw this man like literally smack the ground with his leg, like he smacked the crap out of him to make sure he got both feet in. I knew we won the ball. Like I knew we won the game because I didn't even need to see the replay. I saw it live. I saw his feet in that end zone, and he made sure to know where he was. Oh my God, man! Let me tell you. Oh my God, this
ref. I mean, like really, the guy was.
I don't know how the ref.
Like the ref was just being a dick to be a
dick.
He
really was. He really was. Because I'm like, bro,
that ref calling that out of bounds was like, if that don't prove that they're out,
that was over.
What does? Like the guy was a mile inbounds. It wasn't even close.
Color. He was at least a yard and a half. Minimum a yard and a half in. Like, what do you mean he didn't get it? And you can't even tell me that he bubbled the ball because he kept it in his chest the whole time, even after
he was more in than the wide receiver that caught a touchdown.
Went out of bounds. Exactly my point. The wide receiver went out of bounds. That's when I was like, Noah. Literally, my brain was like,
I'm talking about the one he got scored on.
That
was closer than the interception.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. No, absolutely. So
because, if you look at that touchdown, I think it was it Clay or was it Pickens on that, right?
Don't even ask me.
You can see his hand coming down to hit the ground, and it comes down right after his second toe hits the ground.
Yeah. It's like, first of all, I thought that wasn't even supposed to be in because 2 parts of his body was outside. Like, I don't care. His arm went out of bounds first.
Yeah, but it has to touch out of bounds. But I'm saying,
it did touch out of bounds.
It was a split second after his foot came down that his hand.
Nah. I watched that replay multiple times. His hand was out of bounds before that leg touched. That should have never been counted as a. And I'm gonna have to rewatch this. Like, I am not doing it for this game.
It looked good to me.
I'm gonna do it for Tuesday.
My point is they didn't even nobody even thought about that one. But Noah's interception was out of bounds. Come on, that ref's blind, man.
No, again, a hit job. I already told you this, but man, that should have never been a touchdown in my opinion. That man's hand came down before his other leg. That should have been called incomplete. But again, whatever. Again, hit job. All I know is thank you, Noah, for keep progressing. Thank you, Noah, for showing that you're getting better. And guess what? If Noah doesn't make that play, we lose the game. Period. We lose the game. They were right there. So he's my defensive player of the game.
Yeah.
Period. Everybody knew they went after him, knowing full well he was the rookie, They went after him, and guess what? He stepped up to the plate. And like I tell people, no excuses. Next man up. And I'm glad that I
noticed he took off the bright orange. Hey, quarterback, look over here. It's me sleeves.
Well, I think it's because I think they told him to. I think no, because of the 50th anniversary. You saw that none of them was wearing any bright orange, right? It was just aqua and white.
Right.
You didn't see anybody else have it because I think that was part of the celebration for today.
Right. That's right. They couldn't get to all the orange because that's right.
Yeah, so but
it would have flashed with a different color orange from the
exactly because it would have been a completely different orange. So, but I'm very happy. My God.
All in all, I mean, look tomorrow morning. Look, it's a win, so we don't have to harp on the nonsense all week. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we can in a win. We can take. There's a lot to take good from it. So, like last week. Similar kind of game, but it's like we lost. So we're having a harp on a loss all week. It'll be a lot easier to get over the deficiencies on this game, being that we won.
Oh, this was an ugly game. And I'll tell you this, watching it in person, it was even uglier. It was such a...
for those that think I'm being a honk, hey, look, great teams find ways to win ugly games too.
Yep.
That's all it is. You know what I mean?
Yep. And you know what? At the end of the day, thank God that we got this W on this day.
We could have found ways to win ugly games for the last 3 weeks, but we got this one. We avoided the 0-4 streak.
And to be real, this game was pretty much the same thing we've had in the last 3 weeks. You realize that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Same type of play we've had in the last 3 weeks. The difference is we found a way to come on top. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day,
Pittsburgh's offense is really was no threat for our defense. We owned them the first half. I mean, they just couldn't do nothing on us.
Yeah, I know, because the defense was like on a high.
But we just have to solve this problem of not scoring points. It's just all there is to it.
Yeah,
we can move the ball. We were even moving the ball consistently. We get to the 35-yard line, and it's like
finish drives.
It's like there's some barrier there, I don't know.
No, we're not finishing drives. That's literally it. We're not finishing drives, and I'll tell you this. And I'm gonna save it for Tuesday because I don't got the time nor the strength. And I'm gonna knock out right after this. But you can definitely see the rust in this offense, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all, I hope y'all understand what I'm trying to say. You can certainly see the rust in this offense, but guess what?
We promised everybody we weren't gonna blame it on rust come Monday morning. So,
I'm not blaming it on rust. What I'm saying is, you can see the rust. Is what I'm
willing to go with that to make myself feel better, though. Even though I said I wouldn't blame it on rust, it is what it is.
The rust was there.
What it was I didn't want to have a loss and everybody blame it on rust. I wasn't going to accept. You know what I mean? Hey, we won and it looked ugly. If you want to say it's because of rust, I'm all for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know what? everybody watch out. Go to Miss Finn's because I have some exclusive videos for you guys. I took a video of the 1972 museum, so all of you guys that didn't get a chance to see it, I got you. I got some other really cool videos about the intro. I got you. It's. I'm telling you, it's really, really, really cool stuff that I was able to get. I was a fan. I was a fan today, and I was able to get some cool stuff for you guys. That I'll by tomorrow I should have it all up, but that's gonna be a lot of fun.
And by the way, I predicted that Tua was going to truck somebody, and he trucked. Not only did he truck somebody, he trucked two people. One of them being a linebacker.
Listen,
when I predicted he would do that, I was like, just make sure you use your shoulder. And sure enough, that's what he did. He lowered his the hit looked bad, but it was totally shoulder. There was no head involved.
And let me tell you something. Shout out to my QB1 because he literally made sure that this game. That was a giant FU to the league and to everybody for trying to get this man retired. Shout out to you, QB1, because he made sure, I'm here to stay, and I'm going to show you how good I am. Boom.
That first down, he's like, I cannot slide here. You know,
Boom.
he didn't end up getting it, but it's like still, he's like, I cannot slide here. I've done screwed myself. I gotta go head on. All right, time to use the melon-sized calves that I got.
But you know what? That was on prime time where the entire world, and I told you this color, the world was watching this game because of Tua. Because of the whole controversy and all that stuff. And he made sure he let everybody know I'm perfectly fine. And let me show you how fine I am. Boom! Can't stop me. Boom! Can't stop me. Boom! Can't stop me. Like, come on, man. Yeah, I'm glad that he showed the world that he's perfectly fine. To take,
but all in all, like Blake's saying, he was horrible. Everybody was tonight, except the defense. What are we gonna
offensively? I already told people this is an ugly ass game. Ugly.
By the way, as long as we're knocking Tua for the failed interceptions, let's go ahead and credit him for the touchdown pass that bounced off Gesicki's face mask.
Honestly, I was on the opposite side of that. I don't even know. I have to watch the game.
Oh, yeah. It bounced right off his face mask, Ms. Fins.
I don't know if it was hell on that play or not. I have to see.
It probably was, but it still bounced right off his face mask.
Yeah. No. I get it. There were some plays that my man made and others he didn't. Now, there was also some passes he threw to the floor and some passes where he clearly meets players. And there was a pass that I saw Jalen Waddle had to use a ladder to go get. And this man must have jumped 15 feet high to get that one ball right in the middle. Where I was like,
didn't give him much chance to run, but that's all. We'll have to nitpick all that all week. But
exactly,
all the little points that could have scored us more.
No, it's just stuff we gotta get better at. But again, the rough show. As long as we win, that's all I care about. But this is not gonna last us for other games. Once we get closer to the West Coast game,
he has to just be hammering that. I mean, the players have to know it. Tyreek has to be hammering it to everybody.
Oh, I'm telling you, they're gonna go.
Look! It's just like T-Soul pointed out. I mean, Kansas City's had games like this too. You know what I mean?
Ugly wins, they happen. But we
At
do.
the time, they were probably against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh plays everybody tough.
But did you notice, Color, how many times they were trying to force feed Hill? Where I'll tell you this, because Chef Jew was next to me, he was saying, in that long pass on the sideline, I can't even tell you because from where I was sitting, it was towards our left. That Tyreek was going down the line, and I think it was double team. He might have been triple teamed. And when Tua threw the ball, I'm not even talking about the throw itself. what Chef Ju was telling me, because I didn't even see Waddle. He said that Waddle was wide open. He already beat his guy. That he would have been able to get junkyard and might have actually made it, but because they're trying to force feed Hill, you know, that's something that obviously we have to take a look at and see. Not just one player, you know, so that way we can spread the ball. But it's just little things in there that he'll need to go back to and iron out. Another thing too is Mike McDaniel, please prepare your backups, bro, because we can't be dealing with this only. QB1 is gonna get all the snaps, and then if something happens, we're in not a good place. So, but hey, listen, I told you this game was gonna be either 20-13 or 20-17. I was slightly off. Ended up being 13-16. I told you it was gonna be one. You went like 45 to whatever. I'm like, nah, no, 35-17 or something like that.
Yeah, well, obviously, being that it wasn't a blowout, there was plenty of mistakes we need to fix. But
I knew it was gonna be a defensive. It was gonna be a defensive game. That's why I didn't think it was gonna be a high scoring game. I knew it was going to be.
People are like, a lot of people are, we got. I don't think it. I still don't think the sky is falling. I think that
not at all.
We found a way to win while making a lot of mistakes on offense.
Which means, ladies and gentlemen, the Miami Dolphins have not played their best ball. You guys realize that? We are over.
See, that's why I keep trying to convince myself that it's encouraging, Miss Fins, because
it is. But
at
it is
some point we have to,
exactly.
like it doesn't. It wouldn't even be. It wouldn't make sense to be in the same universe if we didn't.
Can I remind everybody that this time last year, this was the last. We played 7 games, so we were 1-6 at this point.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
And next week would be 1-7 from last year, like week 8, 1-7, before we ran the tables. Ladies and gentlemen, just to end on a positive note, because I gotta go to sleep. We haven't played our best football this entire season. Clearly, this offense needs more time to gel. And obviously, with our defense, we're kind of bending, not breaking, because we have a lot of injuries. But once this team clicks, the Miami Dolphins can really rattle off several wins. And to be honest with you, at this point, the only other game that I'm really about is probably San Fran, because, former team. And then realistically, the Bills. Now, that doesn't mean that the Lions will be an easy game. But that's probably the only other game that I could think of that would be tough.
I really think too, though, like what I think a lot of people are concerned about, myself included, is that it's not so much that you got a 16-10 win. Like, okay, that's fine. It's just that that's the type of win you're okay with if it was like a Monday Night Football game with playoff implications against Kansas City. I'd be like, woohoo, we won 16-10. You know what I mean? Holy shit, I can't believe it. Not against this trash Pittsburgh team. You know what I mean? I guess that's what's concerning to people, but
that we didn't play. We played down to our competition.
They're still men. They're still in the NFL. It's still a Mike Tomlin-led football team.
Yep.
They're
clearly in a rebuild.
Well-coached, well-run organization.
Yep.
They don't have slouches, even at backup positions.
Oh, I actually really like the Steelers. And regardless, like one of my younger brothers, he's a Steelers fan. So I totally was like, read them and weed, bro. Read them and weed.
Yeah, it could like McDaniel said a couple weeks ago, referring to how we were playing without Tua. I think it may be a case where we're still just pressing hard. Like it's Sunday night, it's prime time, Tua's return, all the fanfare going on with it. We could have just been pressing too hard.
Yeah.
We just need a good, quiet game that nobody's paying attention to, like against the Lions. Like everybody's relaxed and we just go and everything's working like a well-oiled machine. And that's when we get our 40 burger. You know what I mean?
Well, if any game we need a 40 burger, forget the Bills game. It's the Lions game. Lions can put up points. They again, like last year, they're missing games. Just missing finishing. They're not finishing. You know what I mean? But if anything, in a really bad situation, what I'm about to say is the Dolphins have played the same type of game in the last 4 weeks. The difference is,
I hear you there, but the Lions went up against a defense that's similar to ours today and only amassed 6 points. You know what I mean? So,
well, what I was gonna say is, obviously, we can find ways to beat them, but let's not pretend like they can't put up 38.
well, the thing that we got to be careful about is Jared Goff is not Kenny Pickett.
Like, well, I think you're proving my point. Like, this is like he went to the Super Bowl. You know, like this is Jared Goff. I actually like Jared Goff. You know, so this is a pretty good team, and honestly, it's gonna be tough. But as far as the Miami Dolphins, where we're at right now, we're not even playing our best, and we are 4-3. Shout out to my Giants being 6-1, baby. Let's go. You know, absolutely.
Man.
What?
Oh, Dable going for Coach of the Year, huh?
Dable might actually get it, unless McDaniel somehow manages to win the rest of the season and beat out Buffalo up there, then he'll probably end up getting it. If the Dolphins win straight out, then I think McDaniel will get it. But Dable definitely is. I mean, 6-1, you can't deny that. You know what I mean? And I can't wait till the Eagles lose because I need somebody to beat them. We all need somebody to beat the Eagles. So, but yeah, we're still okay. But this offense, we got to get it together, man.
You going to be able to make a victory Monday show tomorrow?
Don't disrespect me like that. Of course I am. I don't call it Victory Monday, ladies and gentlemen. It's Motivation Monday, win or lose.
Everybody make sure that you rise up bright and early, 8 o'clock for Miss Finn's.
Yep, Miss Finn's. And I will be there. And I kind of just gave you a preview. Motivation Monday, win or lose for their Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. Oh my God, dude. I was like super grassroots today. I was like, take out your phones, people. Yeah, so I was able to get some extra subscribers today. But guys, hit the like button, share, subscribe to the Fins Tailgate. You know, they're awesome. You got Color, you got El Capitan, you got Ali the Persian Tonk coming back, Brandon the Bookie, you got Fanatics, Backwards Collections, they got Your Mama's Basement, you know, flag or whatever. Some cups and stuff. Check them out. Like, share, support the channel, donate, because I know they do a lot of stuff for the Dolphins community. You know, they're awesome. And for me, I am Miss Fins. Find me Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. Miss Fins, MISSPHINS. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. and on Eastern. And then on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. with my co-host, the one and only Mr. Color Commentary for League Wide Wednesday. So, yes, check me out, guys. I'm literally falling asleep while we talk. I'm so tired, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So, Color, thank you so much for taking some time and allowing me to be up here and just say, man, what a win. What a win.
Thank you, Miss Fins. You're always welcome. Appreciate you coming by. And I will, if I get up.
Drop me back.
I may be sleeping, but have a good show if I don't see you in the morning.
Thank you. Always catch my replays, guys. Always catch my replays.
I might come in late, you know, depending on how long you go, but we'll see.
Okay. Well, take care, guys.
Have a good evening. Thank you, ma'am. All right, guys. You hear, you know, let's get it done. Let's get these mistakes fixed. Let's start scoring more than 16 points a game. But God, you got to love it. We're 4-3. We're back in it. The sky ain't falling. Tua brought is holding the sky up all by himself tonight. No, come on, guys. Shout out to the defense. Shout out to Noah. Great job, guys. Phillips with a sack. Tua didn't lose us the game. So, all in all, good win. We pulled it out. Steelers suck. Fins up. Y'all have a good night.